What's going on, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of the True Blue Big Podcast, True Big Blue Podcast with the Big Blue Crew. Yours truly, Big Pat Sports Talk, and my number one man, classified 3F with Joe, the other number one guy. G Nation, Big Blue Lou will be on a little later. What's going on, Joe? What you got for him? What's the news going on with the Giants? How you feel moving forward, brother?
They, I, we're injured. We got 18 people on the injured chart. Who's going to do anything? We can't do it. All I can do is cheer on my guys and hope for the best. But pray to God we protect the ball. Um, go out, just come back fighting like champions. Win or lose, or in this case, a draw, come back fighting like champion. So this game, come out fighting like champions, end it fighting like champion. And if you give up 17 points, you give up 17 points.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have you're unlimited. The offense is limited. The defense is limited. The special teams is limited. We're a walking, wounded catastrophe. That's all I can say right there. Walking, wounded catastrophe.
We got guys with pins in their hands. We got guys with hurt knees, hurt ankles, hurt clavicles, concussions.
Yeah,
Like we got
yeah.
injuries all over the board. What's going on, Q Burrow? Little bulldozer. What's going on,
Hey,
bro? Hey, what's going on? Thank you for
you,
tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button for us. Eric
yeah,
Dixon,
would
thank you
you?
for tuning in. But yeah, we are a walking bruise, basically. Leonard Williams is not practicing so far this week with a hurt neck. You know, and we finally got one game where all four of our top defensive linemen played, and the results were pretty doggone good. And then Williams gets hurt. You know,
Yep.
Dane Belton's been hurt, McKinney's been hurt, Moreau just came back. Adoree Jackson's been hurt. We lost Aaron Robinson. We lost Beavers. Tay Crowder's been benched. Like it's DJ Davis and our backups are getting hurt. DJ Davis and Nick Williams got hurt. They were playing pretty well until they got hurt. You know, and not to mention the offensive line. My God, we lost everybody. No, Xavier McKinney and Dory Jackson will not play against the Eagles. I don't think they play until about the Colts game.
Yep.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't rush those guys back.
Unpopular.
NYG,
MIG.
hey, bro, if you want to come on for a second, if you want to come on and talk your talk a little bit, come on real quick. NYG, if you're not busy. But the next Commanders game, little bulldozer, no, I do not believe they will
Hey,
be back by the next Commanders game. King Jers, what's going
Jers.
on, brother? But as you guys see by the title, our old friend in Dallas, Jerry Jones, says OBJ's damaged goods. He went for the meeting, they wined him and dined him, and then they threw dirt on his name when he left. Did Jerry Jones hear something he didn't want to hear? And that's why these reports out, because nobody said this on his other visits. We didn't say anything about his knee, neither did the Bills. Only people that said something was Dallas. Do you guys think it's sour grapes? I know Dixon said that. Or do you think the rumors are true that his knee won't be ready to mid-January at the very earliest? What do you think, Joe? What do you think?
Personally, I don't care. And I call that. I'm being honest. If he signs here, great. If he doesn't sign here, great. 6 and one, half dozen the other. Personally, I don't care. He
Well,
didn't do nothing for me. Well, yeah, we got him signed, but he can't play like a couple other wide receivers we got right now.
hell, we
I
traded
don't
one
care
that
what
couldn't
somebody
play.
can play. Huh?
Yeah, we traded one that couldn't play. And sure as shit, as soon as we traded away, he played good one game. Guess what? He
Yep.
went back to his hamstring injury. He ain't been back since. Uh, yeah, he was walking a little bit weird, King Jersey. I didn't want to say anything, but I did see that video. He was walking a little bit weird when he got out the car, when he came in and came to see us. Yeah, I think he will be a Giant, but it would probably be for like a futures contract if they want to sign him now and get him before he hits the free agent market where we have to contend with 31 teams. I can see them doing that. But as far as him coming here this year and making an
No.
impact, I don't know. Because it makes sense. He tore his ACL in the Super Bowl, and that's in February. Usually it takes about a year for you to come back, especially a little over a year for you to come back at full strength. So, and then it's the same knee that he tore his ACL in Cleveland. So you got two ACL tears on one knee at 30 years old. It's not a good formula. And just to be honest with you, and I had my little bit of concerns about that earlier, but Joe expressed his opinion about it. He's never cared. To be honest with you, he said we'll do better without him. So it is. Oh, I thought he was gonna be late. Lou.
Hi, Lou.
Oh.
Hey.
Boy, damn, you ain't even giving no time. I just got backstage. Good God.
Yo. You know what that reminded me of? The movie Casino when
Oh God.
when Robert De Niro was talking to that dude, and after he left, he got up, he had no pants on. That shit was funny
Oh
as hell.
God.
But Lou, what's going on? I know you seen the title of the video. I really want to hear your perspective on it. I've been advocating for OBJ to come here for my reasons. You've been advocating for OBJ. You was the first one to report it that OBJ will be a Giant. He went to Dallas. I don't know what happened, but after the Dallas visit, it's like Jerry Jones and the Cowboys threw some dirt on his name. Said pretty much saying that he's damaged goods. How do you feel about that whole situation?
I think he got over there and realized that Jerry Jones was an even more egotistical asshole than Dave Gettleman. And they probably had a few words. He refused to exercise and work out for him. Jerry Jones probably says something smart, and he says something smart back. Like, hey, I don't work for you. I'm not signed to you. So you can't just talk to me any kind of way and think that I'm not going to say nothing back. I think that's what happened. And because he was able to talk back to Jerry and Jerry wasn't able to do nothing to him because he's not signed to him, he decided to come out here and besmudge the man's name. That's what I think. Because I think Jerry Jones is an egotistical asshole.
Well, we all know that he has a huge ego. Shit, he's a fucking billionaire. He's the owner of America's team. Of course, he got ego.
That ain't America's team. That's a certain group of America's team only. The kind that wear bed sheets and burn crosses.
All right.
No, they've been America's team since what? Roger Staubach? They called him America's team.
I know they call them that, but really, that's not America's team.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. James Hollison said he didn't say that.
Joe, I thought I had that mannequin. You over
mannequin?
there still. Yeah, you over there standing still in the moment. I was like, damn, I thought I was the one hitting the mannequin.
Yeah.
Joe hitting the mannequin all day today.
I am not well, I am, but I haven't hit it in about like an hour or two.
It was a joke, fellas.
Anyway.
Oh man.
I have all types of homeboys that are Dallas Cowboys fans. We talk shit to each other all year long, but they still my friends.
Yeah, I got friends like that too.
NYG, what's going on, NYG?
Unpopular. Hello, Mr. Unpopular.
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. You know, I had to go off in spaces a little bit today, but
Yeah,
how,
Pat,
how,
you be
how
getting it in, man.
I
I'm
just want
starting to
people to
believe
be
that Pat
real.
actually likes to argue. I'm really
A
starting to
little
believe that
bit.
Pat actually likes to argue.
He's good
And
at
Pat
it
will go
though.
find
He's
some
really
shit
good
to
at it,
argue
man.
about. Oh wait, they
Yeah,
talking
he
shit.
is. Tell me about it.
But no, you know, we was just talking some real stuff on the spaces today. You know, NYG came in and he had to say his piece. What do you think about the whole OBJ saga though, NYG? I think the people need to know exactly how you feel about that as well. Tune in to Heart of the City on Tuesday nights. They go hard over there, Heart of the City, man. I love that show. Him, Jeff, Coach. And they have some special features over there too. A couple of guys come over and talk about the whole New York sports franchises. It's a dope show. You guys go tune in to that. Heart of the City is dope. But let me hear what you got to say about the whole OBJ saga. What should we do? What do you think this is a shit show, or what do you
Sign
think
him.
is going on?
Sign
Ready,
man, pay
Red?
man.
Good.
I don't think it's a shit show. I think what's going on is OBJ is negotiating for the most money that he can possibly get. But now he realizes, and this is what I've been saying from the get-go, is you're gonna get the most money if you go and test free agency this offseason because the wide receiver class is so trash. You're easily going to be the first one. Say if Slayton, okay, or Alan Lazard or McCole Hartman or somebody out there and go and get some mega deal. You think that OBJ is not going to get a bigger deal than that? So it makes sense for OBJ and his camp to go and get him healthy. So when he goes and works out for teams, he's completely healthy and he can go and actually get his value that he's worth on the open market over some of these mediocre receivers that's coming out there this offseason. That's what I think OBJ should do. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's going on. And I think Jerry Jones is trying to sabotage that because OBJ realizes that he doesn't want to play for Dallas. And he
He don't
shouldn't
want
want
to
to
play
play
for
for
Jerry
Dallas.
Jones. The reason they got
Yeah.
rid of OBJ is because he was calling out Gettleman and he was calling out Shermer and he was calling out all of these guys for stuff that they was doing.
Hold on
and,
a second, I'm doing the thing.
I'm pretty sure that he saw a lot of the same traits in Jerry Jones and was like, oh, hell no.
Kilo,
I changed my mind.
George.
I'm good. So then
Right.
Jerry Jones was
All
probably
right,
shitting
he's
in
in.
his name.
Now
I feel the same way. But I will say this. I was talking to Miz yesterday on the phone, and we both agree that even if he can't play right now, you should still sign him, even if it's just for the remainder of this year, just so he can
It's a
start learning the
distraction.
playbook. No.
It's a distraction.
He can't play. He can't play.
Right.
He can't play.
In the
But he
media
could-
and in the fan base.
Okay,
it's a
so you know
distraction.
what? So you don't even sign him. You send him a fucking playbook and you keep a hush
Exactly. Don't sign him. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's what they're doing. I think they actually got something
But
worked
there has
out
to
with
be,
OBJ
but there
right
has
now.
to be some type of agreement. But there has to be some type of agreement because you can't just send the man the playbook and then he go sign with someone else and you just show the man your whole playbook. You know what I'm saying?
I think they got something worked out with OBJ right now, and I think they're just waiting to the offseason to announce it because they know that's the best timing. Because if you bring him in right now, as soon as Darius Slayton has a drop, the fans gonna be like, take his ass out of there. Put it. You know how these fans are. You guys taught me this with Malik Willis. You said don't bring Malik Willis in here because the fans are going to be all over his ass, and it's going to be the same thing with OBJ because
But listen,
as soon as he comes in here,
the reason that we said that was because
And while we're
they were going to bring him in to try to replace a quarterback we already had. OBJ's not coming to replace a wide receiver. He's coming to replace all of them. All of our fucking receivers are trash.
Yeah. I agree.
Yes, we are going to beat Philly. Ready, Red? I don't think it's going to be as big as of a distraction as you think that it would be. Unpopular. If they put it in if they're honest about everything.
Yeah.
Honesty is key. If they're honest and saying, "Hey, look, we're signing OBJ right now. He won't be ready to play unless we make a deep playoff run." You can't cheer for OBJ to come in and play because they already told you that he's not ready to play. But we're signing him right now because we want to lock him up before he hits free agency.
Right.
If they're
Facts.
honest.
And so when he's ready to go, he already knows the playbook. There's no learning curve.
Mac.
For a while and then drives back.
What's going on, Alex, Mac, Timothy? Yes, we will beat the Eagles. I'm saying it now. We will beat the Eagles. Little bulldozer, thank you for tuning in. He said he didn't want to wait till next year to sign. He wants to sign this year so he can focus.
No, what he really meant was he wants to sign this year so he can get back into a sports team with a medical team that can help him rehab. He's not with a team, so he's doing all this shit by himself. Hold on, NYG. When you're not with a team, you don't have the access to that team's medical staff, that rehab center, all of that stuff that comes along with helping you back from your injury. They usually go through that with a team. Now that he's a free agent, he don't have no facility. He don't have everything that he's doing now. He got to come out his own pocket.
And the person selling it.
These doctors that he's going to see have no vested interest in him because they're not team doctors. They just want their little bill money that they're going to send him for his bill and get him out there and get somebody else in. Whereas the team doctor has a vested interest in your well-being. So they're going to do any and everything to get you back to 100%.
His physical license anymore?
So he's really looking for a contract and a team so he can use that facility and the medical staff and get his rehab done correctly.
So a lot of it.
You see what I'm saying? Because right now he's going to doctors and sports therapy and all that. He's coming out his own pocket to people who really don't give a damn about him. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Right.
You got that team doctor and that team medical staff.
And I get all that, you know what I'm saying? But still, he ultimately has to understand that he really can't contribute to a team this year. So when you sign it, hold on, when you sign a guy in your mind, in a team's mind, and like you're expecting him to do something for you that season. You know what I'm saying? And so if OBJ is not ready, why would you sign him this season?
To get a playbook in his hand and make sure nobody else can sign him.
You can do that easily in the offseason. The start of the offseason, you hand him a playbook, boom. You eliminated the distraction. He's not going to play for no other team this year. Lou, he's not playing for nobody else.
Listen.
You do not need to sign him. But you know this dude is
emotional too. You know he's emotional too. So you don't give him a playbook.
If he's still that emotional OBJ and he's still wilding like that, I don't want to.
All human beings are emotional, bro. You're getting emotional right now. Everybody's emotional. But so my thing is this.
The longest my husband was ever gone.
If he feels like everybody shitted on him and wouldn't sign him when he needed him, and then it comes back around to open free agency, he's gonna say fuck everybody who shitted on him, and he's gonna go get the biggest bag.
Good money. He drove.
I want OBJ back in NYG Blue, man.
Else's truck.
I want him back in this shit right here with that number 13 back on, doing the Thriller and shit. That's what I need back in MetLife Stadium, son.
I just don't want to rush.
He's not that guy anymore.
I don't want to rush it. Yeah, I don't want to rush it.
Thriller, son.
Let's be honest.
Construction.
NYG.
Those big coils or those big steel pipes.
I need the goddamn Thriller back in MetLife Stadium, fam, for real.
I love OBJ too. Let's not act like this guy's gonna come back and just shake up the world if we don't have some pieces to go around him. He's not that type of receiver
we still
anymore.
got 11 draft picks, man. Good.
He's not that alpha guy anymore.
Why you keep fighting and you mute my mic?
This thing has been muting everybody. It muted me twice.
Oh, okay.
Something's going on. I hope it don't cut off. The thing is, you guys both make valid points because if OBJ is still that same guy and he feels slighted, he'll never sign with the New York Giants again. If he comes to the New York Giants
once by Gettleman.
If he comes to the Giants and tells Joe Shane, hey, look, I want to come here and I want to play for you guys, let's work out a
But I need
deal
a
where I'll
medical
do an
staff.
incentive-laden deal, and I get with the medical staff, and I train, and I'm ready to rock. If you go to a deep playoff race or next year, I'm ready to rock, and they say, nah, we'll wait till you get your medicals back to say if you're healthy or not. Get out my office, and just, not like that,
Oh
but you
yeah,
know what I mean.
yeah. I wouldn't sign with him neither. I don't think anybody would.
And
If you
then
come
we'll
to him
turn
humble
around the
like
off
that, yeah.
season. Yeah, you turn around, come back to him in the off season, and be like, yeah, everything's clear now. We want you.
He had the choice.
I don't think he will sign with us, and I wouldn't blame him.
Right.
Like, yo, I came
But-
to you like man to man on some humble shit, and you basically shitted on me. Now you want me? Nah, I'm good.
Sleeping
And then, but I see it on the other side.
I would turn into Mike
Yeah.
Jones on his ass. Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. I said back
Right.
then, didn't want me.
But I can see it on the flip side. What if he is a distraction when he comes in some shape or form? He's a type of distraction. It could happen. I mean, the whole airplane situation. He didn't try to do that, but it happened. What if he comes in and he just becomes an absolute distraction? The fans ain't trying to hear that he ain't ready to play. What you sign him for? Blase, blase. These guys suck, and they hearing this and they're booed. OBJ is on the field in street clothes, but we just gave him a 3-year lucrative deal for about $15 million a year.
Man, these niggas is not gonna boo OBJ. That motherfucker, they not gonna boo OBJ.
They booed Eli Manning. They booed, Derek Jeter. They booed Aaron Judge. They booed, these fans boo anybody. They don't got no filter when it comes to booing. You know that, Lou.
Yeah, you right. Shit, I booed my father before, nigga. That shit don't mean nothing.
Right. Go ahead, Pat.
But I mean, the whole OBJ situation, I do truly believe he will be a New York Giant after the whole Dallas fiasco. I think this is the only place that makes sense for him to come to if we're offering a 3-year deal, which was reported. It was like a 3-year deal where it's like 1-1-1. They can get out the contract after every year.
Damn good point, Taj. Sorry, Pat. Which goes back to what I was saying earlier.
All right.
He said we didn't hear all that medical stuff about him being damaged goods when he visited us or when he went to Buffalo. You only hearing this after Dallas. I'm telling you, him and Jerry bumped heads, and he said some shit to Jerry that Jerry didn't like, but Jerry can't slap him and Jerry can't beat him. So Jerry had to go the only way that he could to try to smear the man's name so he can't get a contract.
I don't think words were exchanged. I just think he said, I'm going to go home and talk it over with my family, and we're going to make the best decision. Thank you for your hospitality. Just like he told the Bills and the Giants, thank you for your hospitality. But I'm going to go and make the best decision for me. And Jerry Jones, being the egotistical guy that he is, he could tell if OBJ wanted to sign with him or not.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, because he pulled out the red carpet. He pulled out all the breaks. It's like, man, we gonna give you everything you need. Just sign this contract right here. We good. And OBJ said, nah, I'm gonna think about it, man. I'm gonna go home and talk it over with my kid, my girl, and see exactly. Oh, you bastard.
Said, oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
You gonna turn my offer down? Oh,
right.
Okay.
I see you over there hanging with Sterling Shepard. I see you.
Yeah.
God damn you.
OBJ is damaged goods. Shit. We don't want him over here in Texas.
Why are you spending so much time with Saquon Barkley, OBJ?
Right. Oh, did Saquon call you? That's why you ain't signing it? Okay. I got you. But I think the whole Cowboys fiasco is over with. It's really down to us. It's down to whether we want to give him a contract this year or not. And if we don't give him a contract, he's going to go into the offseason. He's going to be healthy, and he's going to be the best receiver on the market, and we're not going to get him. So if we don't sign him this year, OBJ will probably play in purple with the Vikings or somebody like that.
Oh, my God.
So who knows? But I'm like Joe. I can care less if he comes back or not. Just to be honest with you, we got to move forward. We can't clamor over old
to be
news.
Honest with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I really
can't clamor over old news. OBJ, if we got to jump through hoops, we got to beg you to come back.
No.
Huh?
I said you were making the video about OBJ.
Yeah, sure.
No, I made the one.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm just saying if like real talk, you'll never beg anybody to be in your company.
Yes,
I hope you wouldn't. Okay.
Listen, shit, me and my wife split up right now. I'm not calling her ass, begging her ass, and I love her. But you know,
Right.
call some grown ass man to come play for my team? Shit. Hell no.
You know. So that what he did with the Cowboys could have been a slight to the Giants. Why can't we look at it like that? You want to go party with the enemy? Hey,
True that.
go ahead. But then the enemy is the one that put your business out there. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna do you like home. But the
I
enemy
think
is the one that put your
OBJ.
business out there.
I think he a real dude though, man, at heart. And I think he was
Yeah.
like, he went in there and he was like, nah, I'm not really feeling y'all like that. And
I mean, I can't
and they
play
didn't
for
like
y'all.
it.
Y'all were my rival for 4 years.
Right.
I can't play for
And
y'all.
then they shitted on him. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't want to sign with them, man. And I really think that's how it went down, man. Because OBJ, from what I know about him, he don't shy away from, like, he's not going to like hold his
Back
tongue.
down. Nah,
You
he
know
gonna
what I
fight.
mean?
Yeah,
Right.
he gonna
You
fight.
see what I'm saying? So
Remember, he
he
stepped
didn't
over
really.
Josh Norman ass and then flew at him head first.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the Giants need him, and I don't think he'll sign with the Giants this season. I've always been on that track, man. I think it's
honestly don't
best
think
if
he
he.
signed with anybody.
Yeah, I don't think so either, Pat. And I think
Well, Mac,
in the off season they'll try to work out something, and bring him back at a reasonable number, and then they'll go out and try to draft a receiver and maybe even trade for one, man. So look out for that too.
Mac, you couldn't have chose a better choice of words.
What's good, Mac?
I agree with you 100% that we have to worry. Key word right there. Worry about the guys that we have here. That's the whole point that we talk about
True that.
OBJ, because we have to worry about the wide receivers we got. I couldn't agree with you more, Mac.
Omega Supreme, thank you for
I'm
tuning
worried
in.
than a motherfucker every time he says hut, and the ball ain't handed off. I'm super worried because these motherfuckers are butterfingers.
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh no, man! It's look.
Mayonnaise.
If we hire him, I worry about him because we hired him, we gave him a contract, so on and so forth. Great. He doesn't come in. Great. I win both ways. Hey, I can get him in at 8 to 10 million, or up yours, go somewhere else. You know?
That's true.
Look, this is what I don't get. You know how many people out here still fighting, trying to get minimum wage moved up to $15 an hour? And these motherfuckers playing a game and they feel slighted when somebody offers them $8 million a year.
Yeah.
You know, take that $8 million and shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Slap the shit out of you.
Yeah.
People
but
out
their
here
lifestyles
busting
are not
their
like
ass.
ours.
People out here busting their ass, breaking their backs for like $9-10 an hour. That shit crazy.
Yeah, but their lifestyles aren't like ours.
With your nose up.
They got different lifestyles. They got bigger houses. They got better cars. They got better lifestyles.
Well, they didn't grow up in that lifestyle. They grew up in the hood.
They got to do certain things for that money too.
Right.
You got to realize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good.
That's a whole different subject.
Right, I'm
this
straight.
Is why
I'd rather work and grind it out. Right. You're right, Lou.
That's a whole different subject.
My Bible say a man don't work, he don't eat. Well, guess what? I'm going to work. I'm all right. I'm good. I don't need to be rich and have a bunch of free time. I'll take my ass to work. Keeps me grounded. Reminds me that I'm not high and mighty. There's someone in the heavens that I need to pray to.
Listen, I don't have extra money just flying around. But I'm well enough off. I make sure that the bills are paid. How much left on? We go grocery shopping. How much on? We sit in the house. Don't do nothing. We entertain each other.
All right.
Kim's got her game. I got a computer. And I
that
got
kind of entertainment. Oh, okay.
I got a new show for you. I got a new show for you. If you all want to kind of tune in. I don't know if you do, and I don't know if you don't. But
I definitely don't.
it's going to be all on its own channel. It's coming. That's all that news.
That's the name of the show. It's coming. I can hear
Hell
the theme
no.
music now. If you
No,
bump it,
me and Lou, we got to think of a name. Or
I can hear the theme music now. If you bump it, it will come.
No, Foggy. Fuck
Hey,
off.
look. Shout out to Omega Supreme. He said OBJ had a tweet post with just a pond piece on it. Says a lot about his visit. So, like I said, he did feel awkward when he went there. You could tell he was looking awkward when he was sitting at the game with him. If he just tweeted just a pond, then that is what it is.
Yeah, did you see him in that Mavs game with Trayvon Diggs and Michael
Mm-hmm.
Parsons? Like he looked
Yeah.
like he didn't even want to be there. Like he felt like he pretty much felt like a op in there, man. He looked like he didn't even want to
Man, I
be
swear
there.
this-
Because he's so
Fucking
close
phone,
to
man.
Saquon Barkley and Sterling Shepard. I think the relationship that they have, you know what I'm saying? Even especially with Sterling Shepard and shout out to Jeffy T. He pointed this out. Like Sterling Shepard is that dude when it comes to Saquon Barkley and OBJ. And if they're coming back, so is Sterling Shepard. Now, I've been a component of not bringing back Shepard, but I understand when a good point is made, I'm going to acknowledge it, man. And a lot of people that made that point, you know what I'm saying? Jeffy made that point to me that, look, Sterling Shepard is coming back, whether you like it or not, because if Saquon Barkley is coming back and if OBJ is coming here, he's going to be on this team.
Right.
He's the leader. He's the catalyst for all of them.
It doesn't make sense.
I think even
for
DJ.
OBJ to come back if he's not here.
Yeah.
What's going on, Koof, man? Okay, Miz. I'll stay on till then. Nolan, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button for us, Nolan, but I think I've seen him before. He says knees go one direction and scar tissue decreases flexibility in soft tissue, especially ACLs, and he had two in the left knee in less than a year and a half. That's true. That is true. Can't deny facts. What I don't understand is that OBJ wants a large contract with guaranteed money, but he doesn't want to run routes or do a physical. It's because maybe his knee is not ready. To be honest with you, maybe his knee is not ready. That's the only reason why I would think that he wouldn't want to run, because his knee is not ready.
It's not ready.
If you're
you
looking
don't
for
come back.
yeah.
He tore his knee in February, y'all. Like,
if you're
that's
looking
not
for
even a
guaranteed
year.
money and I can run, I will run. So it doesn't make sense for him not to, do a workout. Says the man was basically Super Bowl MVP with an ACL injury. Nobody cares about the second one. He's like that. No, okay. He said Joe's the Willie Nelson of Buffalo.
Yep. On the
Is
road
OBJ
again.
coming home? It signs pointing to, well, he's coming home, G. Marley. He said, here's my hypothetical OBJ is trying to recruit all the Cowboys whose contract are going to be up in the next 2 to 3 years in order for them to be Giants. Parsons' contract is about to be up, then Lamb next. That whole idea is absolutely crazy, Koof, man. There's no way he's recruiting Cowboys players. No way. Hey, Honey Badger. What's going on, Honey Badger?
Hey, Honey.
Everything's doing well.
Badger.
But I had a discussion, Joe, on the Spaces today. Taj, looks like Lou's a little busy, but
Nah.
I don't think you were there yet, NYG.
I'm here.
But
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I had a discussion earlier on Spaces, and you know how everybody wants to get rid of Daniel Jones and everything. But what do you believe the identity is moving towards with this team? Do you think it would be easier for them to flip everything on its head and try to build this team as an offensive juggernaut? Or do you think this team's identity going forward should be a very strong defense to where we could get teams off the field and build around Daniel Jones and let him get that camaraderie with the rookie receivers or bring in a top guy?
I'd like to
even if we drafted a quarterback. Which way do you think? Which way would you go? Would you go a defensive route, or would you try to make this team the offensive
I would
juggernaut
put.
everybody wants.
I go wide receiver 1, center 2. If linebacker ain't there, what the hell? Why not left guard round 3? Go guard.
You don't like Bredesen,
Center.
Joe?
I know.
You don't like Bredesen? I think he
Listen.
played all right. He been hurt
Better than
though. I think
Glowinski and Feliciano.
Glowinski needs to go. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that's-
we don't have a
Bredeson's
true
played
center.
well, we need a right
Look.
guard.
We do
Not a left guard.
Look, I love Gates. I love Gates. I'm so glad that he made it back on the field. I
Pause.
really am. However, I don't trust his legs. We don't have a good left guard. We don't have a good right guard. So would you guys be upset? Wide receiver, and then center, and then a guard. We got to do something with this line. What costs? We get that
Preach.
line. We will finally be able to end the debate of Daniel Jones. Was he good? Is he bad?
We
Because you're going to
definitely
see
need this line
Junior,
fixed.
they're going to give him a 3-year contract, I think. And I know we need a linebacker.
Yeah, I'll get
Right.
one more linebacker because we got Darian Beavers coming back.
All right, then you
I
want
would
to take
add
the
one more
tackle?
linebacker out of our 11 picks, but he would not be the first round.
Right. Because we ain't going to be high enough to compete. But
Now, if you wanted to take one of your draft picks, one of your trade picks, like your compensatory third round and couple it and something to move up, then I can see
Yep.
that. But
What's going on, Big Bully? Hit that like and subscribe button for us. But go ahead and finish, Joe.
But man, guys, it's all them injuries. I can't go. I'm so tired. Coming into next year, he was hurt. He's hurt. He was hurt. He were hurt. He was hurt. He's coming in ACL. Huh? Every year it's the same thing. Guys don't make it through a season. We talk about how Alec goes through 14, 15 games. DJ's out there, maybe busting his ass. And then he throws the ball and the freaking guy drops it. Really? Oh, I give up. I can't go on and on. How friggin' bad. And I will give G Nation all the credit in the world. He wanted a center. I'd rather have a center in the
Facts.
second round.
I think that's the hole in the line.
I would bet
That's the hole.
$9
Feliciano.
donuts. Yes. But that's who we got. You like him?
Yeah.
Nope. What are you going to do?
And he's not the worst, but he's definitely the weakest link on that line.
Yes. And then if you want to run, bring the other guy in. He can't pass, so he's going to run. Great. Oh, the old line coach or whatever he is, he can't do nothing.
Tudo.
He can't do
$4.99
nothing.
super chat. Says massive salute, Pat, Lou, Joe, Taj, NYG22, Alex King, and all diehard Giants fans. And slap all sticky boys losers out of the door hard and fast. Forget about it. What's going on, Tudo? Hope all is well with you. G Marley.
What's good with you?
G Marley says if we keep our DC, I believe we're only 1 or 2 players away from being a top 5 defensive unit for the next 3 to 4 years. I believe that too. Alex, he says I'll throw Lemieux in the Hudson too. I know he's been hurt, but it's getting redundant and wasn't drafted by this squad. True.
Yep.
Yeah. I think people sleeping really on Ben Bredesen. I'm telling you, look at the film. He's not been that bad. He
had what surgery?
He's been hurt. That's the only thing. He's been hurt, but they all been hurt. Azudu's been hurt. Lemieux's been hurt.
Our whole line, bro. Our whole
Gates,
line.
Feliciano, they all been hurt.
Well,
Yeah.
they're
With
going
the
to get
exception of Andrew
new
Thomas.
grass.
He's only one.
Well, he was hurt last year.
Well, we talking about this year. I'm not gonna hold him for last year, but this year they all been hurt except Andrew Thomas.
No. I'm just talking about in general. Everybody on our O line has been hurt. Even Evan Neal. He just coming back.
Yeah, most all football players get hurt at some point, but I mean, just like for this season, it's really been the interior.
But
You know what
our
I'm talking about,
rookies
Lou?
get hurt they rookie year. Andrew Thomas got hurt his rookie year. Evan Neal got hurt his rookie year. I think Aziz made it through his first year and got hurt this year. But Thibodeau got hurt his rookie year. It's like we always get our draft picks get hurt. Wandale
So
got hurt.
what do y'all
Tony got hurt.
What do y'all think is the solution for that?
Darian Beavers. We need to change
Prayer.
that fucking. He said prayer and change that damn turf.
You can't do shit about injuries, but Lou,
That's what I'm talking about. You need depth. That's how you
said
solve
prayer.
injuries. You need depth.
prayer.
If you
Best
got
answer
depth,
ever, nigga.
that's the best way you supplement injuries, by having depth, by having the next man as close to the starter as you can possibly get.
If you
I
got
just-
Jesus
I wanna
with you,
hear-
you can walk through the fire and you won't get burnt.
Right.
That's the best plan.
You got the Most High with you. You all right. But Lou, I really want to hear your example of what the Giants should do going forward. Just give me your off season. Where you think the Giants should do moving forward? Your off season. What do you think the moves we should
Off-season?
make?
We already done with this season. We didn't gave up. We
This
talking
is a
off-season?
hypothetical question. This season is nowhere near over. This is a hypothetical question. Let's say we make the playoffs, we get put out the first round.
Oh, yeah.
What do we do next?
Okay, you know me. I'm gonna go get a center. I'm gonna go get a wide receiver.
Or plumber, sorry.
I'm gonna go get a linebacker, a tight end, a defensive tackle, and a guard, and another wide receiver. And if I got anything left over, I might go get another running back to play on the next couple years for cheap and minimize some of the wear and tear on Barkley. But I think we definitely need another defensive tackle because Leo's probably not going to be here.
Sorry, a little distracted. Anyway, what's my 2 cents on the whole Jerry Jones comment on OBJ?
Nobody asked you yet. I was still going.
Right. You
But
still
go
going,
ahead.
man.
Sorry. I was distracted my own. Anyway, what's my opinion as to this? Maybe Jerry's right, maybe he's not. I'm in the middle of the road. OBJ still got some time to recover, but I'm not sure if he's going to play this year, let alone if he's going to sign anywhere. As for
I don't think he signs anywhere either, man.
on the other hand, with how we've been played with the injury bug, one of the key factors of that is the damn turf at MetLife. Thank God we're getting a hybrid grass next season. I mean, I get this game's a multi-purpose venue, but come on. The Maras and whoever runs the team are just so damn cheap that they don't even bother swapping the turf
All right,
out
guys, I'm going to get off.
to avoid as much collateral damage to the front lines on both ends of the ball.
You're so funny. All right. Yeah.
All right, Mets. Let me get to a couple of these comments. Yeah, Mets came out of left field with that, man. What the hell going on? Honey Badger, he says, we're a couple of offensive linemen and a solid receiving core from being the top 12 offense. I believe that as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
Heinz Ketchup, he said, if all football players get hurt at some point, then why don't Eagles players ever get hurt? They just got good choo-choo, man. Us, the Titans. I'm trying to think of another team that always get hurt and lose about 13 people every year.
Hey,
But
Heinz
I know
Ketchup, where's French's mustard at?
Right. G. Marley, he says, with the cap space we had left, the GM had his hands tied behind his back. Feliciano had to be signed. We can only try to plug the holes we're not even supposed to have the record we have. Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I'll agree with that.
He says we're a couple of DBs and linebackers from being a top 5 defense. I think we're slot DB from being a top 5 defense, and I
Once we
think
get
we're
our
a
injured players
linebacker
back
away
there.
from being the number 1 defense.
Yep. Once we get our DBs back on the field,
Linebackers are a problem though for this defense.
listen, once we got a lot of injuries, man, and that's a fact, right? You got Darian Beavers out at
injuries that's gonna
linebacker.
come back.
Hold on. We got Darian Beavers, who was playing like a dog before he got hurt.
In the
McKinney,
preseason, respectively.
yeah, but I mean, but we all liked him coming out of college too. We had him on our draft board.
Nah. I'm not holding you. Go ahead.
So you got Darian Beavers at the linebacker position that I feel will make an impact next year. You got McKinney who's hurt. You got Adoree Jackson who's hurt at the cornerback position. I think that this kid is gonna be pretty good. The guy that we got,
Morneau?
No.
Love?
Gilbert?
Julian Love.
Oh, Julian Love. Oh, the safety. No, you talking about Dane Belton.
No, I know about Dane. We just got Dane Belton this year. I'm talking about Julian Love turned out to be a lot better than we all thought a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
He turned out to be a whole lot better.
This is his third season, right? I believe.
No, this is fourth.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
So Julian Love, Adoree Jackson, and Xavier McKinney. Those three right there are the core group of our cornerbacks, even though McKinney's a safety, right? So if we get maybe one more cornerback and another linebacker to go with Darian Beavers, this defense is stacked.
Yeah, I agree with Tudo here. He says, "Big Boss Lou, you've been saying and asking for center for the longest and as long as I can remember, and you're on the money. The center's the leading leader in holding the O lines, and Giants haven't had that for the last decade. We haven't.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, we haven't.
The whole time I've been on YouTube, I've been screaming it.
Yeah, the Michigan running back, I believe he goes in the second round. I don't believe we need to draft a running back that high, Honey Badger, but I think he's going to be a stud in the NFL. If we keep Saquon Barkley, I don't see a reason why we would draft a running back that high.
No, yeah, we get him like 5th round, 4th round.
Oh, yo, can I tell y'all something real quick? So I was on I don't want to drop the dude's name, but whatever. He did like a mock, and he had us taking a running back in the first round.
You talking about Bro Snow?
Yeah.
And taking Bijan Johnson.
And I hit his chat up. Go look at that chat, man. It's about 30, 40 comments on that joint. Yeah, he ain't like what I had to say. Like, why? Yeah. Like, come on, that's idiotic. Come on now. Even if we lose Saquon Barkley, why would we go running back in the first round? Why?
After the whole fan base killed him for getting Barkley second overall.
Yeah. And then we're going to go right back and take another running back in the first round. You see what I'm saying?
Then we're going to be more middle of the field in the draft if the season were to end today anyhow, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, just still, why the fuck would you take a running back in the first round if you let go of Barkley and said he was too overvalued? That doesn't make sense. And then turn right back around and take another running back? It don't make sense.
In the first round?
At all.
Yeah.
And again,
0.
Regardless if we make the postseason or not, with the record we got now, Giants are going to be middle of the field in the draft order, from what I do my calculations.
Yeah, they're only going to be like, the highest I think our pick would be, even if we just fell off the earth, will be 16, 17. You really think they want to waste a pick on a running back in the first round? The hell, you just keep Saquon Barkley if you're going to do that. That don't make sense.
You're going to be paying them about the same amount of money.
I cut that video off after that, bro. I was gonna say something too, but that's my guy, man. I was like, man, you spoken that manic.
Darius Tony trade
that was really bad.
But I mean, the off season for me, not giving in on this season. Don't take it the wrong way. I still think we make the playoffs. 11-5-1. The off season for me, man. You know, free agency starts first. I think they grab one of the top centers in free agency.
You know what the strength of schedule we got left is? The average is 0.688.
I don't know. Hey, Mets, you're going to learn about it here. I don't give a shit what the schedule says. If we're a healthy team, I think we can beat anybody. I don't give a fuck if we had to play the Eagles 5 times in a
Hey,
row.
Lou.
Yeah.
Lou. That indica, I'm in the couch, baby. Oh,
Oh,
Oh, shit.
I'm finna
In
put
the
Joe on the
couch.
damn
Okay.
gulag. Good
All
lord.
right.
But I
Oh.
Mets, I
Deception,
don't give
good
it
point.
right.
Because
Mets,
McKeithen, I forgot about Marcus McKeithen, the center
yeah,
we
we got
drafted.
McKeithen too. I mean,
Coach
we
Ed
got
been
depth
talking about
pieces.
McKeithen. Yeah.
What was the point you guys were trying to make with
Good
me?
point.
I'm trying to make the point that I don't give a damn about strength of schedule. I don't want to give a damn we have to line up against the Chiefs 10 times in a row. If we're a healthy team, I have faith in my team. We'll be able to beat any team on that field if we were healthy.
I
Give us
bet you
our
we
full
beat the
roster.
Vikings, and I bet you we
Yeah.
only lose one more game to Philly once, and we win out. We're going to lose one more game out of our remaining schedule, and that's once to Philly. We're going to win the rest.
If you give us a healthy roster, team versus team, I think we pull it out just about against every team out there. You
I'd
might
like
beat
to
us
see.
once,
Gotta hope the
but
Giants can win.
11-5-1. That little bullshit ass tie ruined my 11-6. Sons of
yeah.
bitches.
I really like.
Mello,
Not to mention
what's
also
going
really
on,
like
Mello?
13 and 4 pick. So now
Hey,
that's
Mello's the
like
one that be running
What's
our
good, Mello?
spaces.
What's good,
Nerd
man?
Cage,
What up,
what's
Mello?
going on? Bookend, Mark Stewart,
Yo, Mello,
Jers.
you ain't even subscribed to my channel, son. That was some real
Regardless,
bullshit, fam.
let's all keep our fingers crossed on Sunday.
But
Yeah.
as far as the off season will go, I really think they signed the best center in free agency or the best right guard, and I think they draft the other in the draft.
They could have
Now,
listened to me last draft and got Linderbaum, sons of bitches.
yeah, I think they would, Nerd Cage, and that allows us to win that last game for sure. But I really truly believe if Rashee Rice is not there for us at receiver in the first round, I think we go best lineman available, whether it's a guard or a center or whoever. But
Would you be opposed to a defensive lineman?
Mello, Fonzie, what's going on?
Fonzie.
Whew, that's tough, NYG.
Would I be opposed to a defensive what?
A defensive
Lineman in the
lineman.
first round.
Since we got Dex, Leo, DJ Davidson,
But
Nick
remember,
Williams might be able to come back.
Leo might not be here too much longer.
If you cut Leo, then they probably need to go defensive lineman in the first round if they cut Leo.
But they can't just cut him. They restructured his contract.
No, I'm not saying they could cut him, but they could draft behind him. You always want to
but that's
restock
what
your
DJ
talent.
Davidson was for, and he was balling when he was in. I think DJ Davis is a heck of a player.
I mean,
but they could
believe in him,
could cut Leo. They could cut Leo and say 13 million.
That's what I'm saying. Would you be opposed to that?
Them cutting Leo? Yes.
No,
but
taking a defensive lineman in the first round.
It depends.
Not when we need as much help at offensive line that we do.
Hold up, though, Lou. What if the offensive lineman ain't up to par? And what if all the receivers they like are gone? And there's a stud defensive tackle right there. I don't know, bro. We all know that Joe Shane and them are going to draft accordingly to how they feel was best at that particular time. If that defensive tackle is rated way higher than what that lineman is, and they feel he can make more of an impact than that lineman, I think they take him. Be honest with you, if we could get one of those 6'2", 200-pound corners coming out this year, I'd rather have him in the first round.
Yeah.
Because if we can line up, go ahead, NYG.
No, I was going to say real quick, this is my philosophy, because if you can build that dominant defense, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're closer to having a dominant defense than a dominant offense. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this last year. You guys brought this up in your mock drafts. What if you just go all in on the defensive end? And you can supplement certain players, whether it be in a trade, free agency, maybe you get you spend your second round pick on a wide receiver. maybe wide receivers start to fall because a lot of the mocks I've been looking at.
Tired of all the Kenny Galladays and Olivier Vernons and all these.
Right. So maybe you go in the draft and maybe you get a second round pick. That's a, you know what I'm saying? That's a good receiver. So then you spend your first round pick on defense. What would you be opposed to that? Because you still got to restock your talent on defense. See, the problem with the Giants is when they lose players, they don't
that
never have
doesn't involve
nobody.
an offensive lineman or a wide receiver in the first round or second round. Those are
Okay,
two.
what's the
those
problem
are-
with the Giants defense this year, Lou?
Well, we had freaking middle
No.
linebacker that was
What are
Mr.
the
Irrelevant out there.
what are the Giants struggling with?
Well, right now we got a lot of injured DBs for sure.
No, statistically, what are they struggling with? Stopping the run. So if you can't stop the run,
Sorry, I
you
was drinking.
need defensive tackles and linemen, also linebackers. Your front seven has got to get better. So would you be opposed to them taking somebody to help that front seven so they don't get ran on all the goddamn time when you playing the teams within your division? The path to victory is in the division. If you can't beat these teams in your division because they have stronger lines than you, Washington has a stronger line. Philly has a stronger line. Dallas has a stronger line.
My nigga, did you forget that I made a whole video saying that we
Right.
needed to draft offensive linemen? Reason being,
But I'm
Dallas's
saying
defensive
the
line was
defensive
stout.
linemen, though.
Philadelphia's defensive line is stout. No, listen to I'm telling you the flip side of that.
Gotcha.
Washington's defensive line is stout. Dallas's defensive line is stout. Philly's defensive line is stout. In order to win in this division, your offensive line must be stout as fuck. Our offensive line is not. It's a hodgepodge of musical chairs with linemen.
I agree. I totally agree with you, Lou.
Well, let's
I'm
do
with
it
you,
this
bro.
way. Here on the Big Blue Crew Network, this is what we do. Let's test that theory.
Let's
Oh,
go,
Lord, we're
man.
doing a mock draft.
Shout
Let's
out
test
to
that
Black.
Because I see there's a little tension in the room, so I want to break
Nah,
the
there ain't
tension.
no tension.
Never that, man. That's my brother.
Let's
man.
let's
out to
break
Lou.
let's see it.
That
We
mock
just
said
need y'all
defensive
to
line.
talk passionately, but we neither one of us mad.
First round, we were ranked at what in this? 17, 23,
Hold on, Max. So
Damn, I forgot
top-
he was here. He's been
Right.
quiet for a minute.
So as the mock draft went, as you can see, the top inside defensive linemen are Javon Dexter and Sakai Ika. Ika is better than Javon Dexter, in my opinion. And I think Mozzie Smith is better than all these guys. I don't know how they have him at 61. But those are the guys that are left. To me, honestly, if Jalen Hyatt, if Rasheed Rice is there, fuck all them defensive linemen. I'm just going to be honest with you.
The
Now,
receiver. Talk about the receiver.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, inside lineman, you got Osiris Torrance, who I believe is going to be an absolute beast in the league.
He's a guard, though, right?
Yeah, he's a guard. He could play right or left guard. Let's just say it pans out this way. Then you got linebacker. You got Noah Sue. Drew Sanders is better than both those guys. I looked at film. Drew Sanders is better than both those guys. But they have him at 48 here. So you got one of the top linebackers. Yeah, that's his brother. Noah Sue's his brother. Okay, you got cornerback. You got Clark Phillips. That's the slot guy I would absolutely love.
Oh, man.
Got
I'm
it.
sorry, champ.
And so is he 25th ranked?
Hold
Is
up,
that the
bro.
rank?
Heavyweight champ. I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. I would definitely keep your son in my prayers, bro.
Whoa.
What happened?
He says, Big Blue Crew, please keep my son in your prayers. He suffered an aneurysm this past Saturday. He is in the 15% that have a complete recovery, but not until he is home will I be able to breathe.
Man, I'm praying for you, bro.
It. Same here.
For real, champ, man. Same.
Man.
Brain aneurysm. He had what I did,
Man.
right?
Sorry to hear that, man.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Is that
Yeah,
what I had?
you had a surgery for your brain aneurysm. Yeah.
I had an aneurysm.
Damn, man.
You had
Praying
an
for you,
aneurysm, but
champ.
it didn't rupture.
But it didn't rupture. Hey, I could be good news for you.
You had a.
He just had one in April.
I had
Yeah.
a stroke.
A stroke and a brain aneurysm. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm still struggling along, chugging along. Woo! It's a long, hard road to hoe. But I
But
know
it's easier
you,
if they're young.
and
How old is
yes,
he, champ?
yes,
Is he a
Said,
kid? Is he a teenager? Is he a young adult? What?
yeah. But it's younger than he's your boy. But he's in that 15% of those who have complete recovery. He's in there. There's a chance to get you something.
yep.
You know, I did this for a reason. An heavyweight champion of the world, you're welcome. Anytime. I'm glad that I can come and say I was worse than I was before a month ago. And I was, but I keep fighting. I get some days I get beat so down. It's like, what the fuck? I ain't seen nothing. I'm pissed off at the world, but I keep fighting. That's what your boy has to do. I show him a couple of our videos if you want. Have me. I'll talk to him. But whatever you want to do, I'll be there.
We're definitely praying for you, my brother. That's a
Right.
fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is 29, but still my baby. Definitely. Always your baby.
Okay. Yep.
He's still in the good health range. He can come out of this pretty
Yes.
good.
Yes.
So you just gotta have faith, brother. Faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains.
Yep.
Amen to that, brother.
Salute to
Testify.
you,
What's up?
heavyweight champ, man. For real, man.
Everybody put some prayers in the chat for the heavyweight champ, man. Appreciate all the support he's giving us. So ain't no reason why we can't give the support back, man. We're here for you,
We
champ.
supposed to do it anyway.
Right.
God says, "Love thy enemy, bless those who curse thee."
Yep.
Yeah,
I
everybody.
pray for the people who piss me off more than I pray for the people I love sometimes.
Right.
Just
You
so I can
have
keep
to.
myself from wrapping my fingers around their throat. Don't worry about why I'm doing it. I'm still doing what he said to do. Shut up.
Bust her head 2 years ago and survived. She's walking better and cooking on her own. All right. See, heavyweight champ of the world. If I could give somebody some hope, let's see. But look at I am better. I I said I'm not going to be able to come on all the time,
Joel, you're
but
far more deserving of this than I'll ever.
I said I'm going to come on and show you all what it takes to come back from a stroke, and the puffing and the huffing and the grinding and the bitching, pissing, the moaning, the
Now he's
hollering.
rapping. Look at this shit. He went
You
from
Right.
bars.
Goddamn, how many times I've hollered at this wife and then I'll half hour say, God, baby, I'm sorry. You go through that. You will fight through it, but good luck to you, brother.
hmm Especially as his child. But let's put the prayers in the chat for the heavyweight champ, man. You're the heavyweight champ for a reason. You guys will overcome it. Overcome all your obstacles, man. Just keep your child in your prayers. Hold them, hug them, help them,
Yep.
and recover them.
All things are possible through Christ, man.
All
Yep.
will be well.
But yeah. Clark Phillips is that slot cornerback that I would want. So NYG, you would tell me that they would take Javon Dexter Ika over Rasheed Rice or Jalen Hyatt or Osiris Torrance, which is an offensive lineman, which I think we need more than defensive lineman. Or you can get that number one slot corner in this draft, and I think he's an absolute beast. Look up Clark Phillips, the third. That dude
Yeah.
has instincts out this world. You want to talk about instincts? NYG, know you love instincts, brother. That dude got instincts.
That's
But
where
Nah, I
honestly,
trust you. I trust your draft analysis, Pat. And to me, you kind of making my point for me. The fact of the matter is,
yes,
I think they will try to improve on his defense and get that side of the ball really solid to where they can kind of carry the team if the offense is right now. The defense, they're there, but they're not there completely to where they can really carry this team because they don't have the depth. And that's how you, because I asked about the injury question earlier. I don't think you guys really answered it. The way you solve injuries is depth on your team because
yeah,
you can't like you said, Pat, all you could do is pray. You can't have a guy, guys are gonna get injured. But the way you combat that is by having the next guy on your roster as close to your starter as possible. So when you have to put that guy in, you don't have that much of a drop off and you can still compete at that particular position and you're not getting overmatched. So
true.
that's what I think the Giants should try to do. You know, maybe they can't improve. Maybe, like you said, they're not in a position to get a wide receiver or get a interior offensive lineman or whatever. Maybe they have to just go defense. Maybe it's defensive line. I just bought defensive
Okay.
line up, but
Yeah,
maybe it is cornerback.
did a
Maybe
whole
it's
let's
video
cornerback. It
on
could be
that.
cornerback too.
We did a
Let,
whole
let's
video on
let's
that last year. We
let's
said, what if they
let's
just
do this.
draft defense?
Let's do this. Let's go
But
with lose.
that's what I'm saying,
We're
Lou.
gonna do
I
a
watched
couple
the
of
video.
we're gonna do a couple of mock drafts. Let's do the first one. Let's go with lose mindset. Lou, you
Yo,
either said receiver or offensive lineman in the first draft.
I
When
said,
I tell you, hold on.
okay.
When I tell you that you said receiver or offensive lineman, or am I incorrect in the first round?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so what if I told you Rasheed Rice could be that number one receiver for us? 6'3", 4.4 speed, great route running.
Oh, I know who he
All he
is.
needs, okay. And then Osiris Torrance, who's the best guard in this draft, and it's not even close.
Well, considering that we still have McKeithen, I would say that keep Nick Gates at center and have McKeithen his backup until he beats him out. I wouldn't mind having Osiris as a guard.
So
Shore
you
up
would
that
go
right
with
side
Osiris.
alongside Evan Neal.
So you would go with Osiris over Rasheed Rice. You would go with Osiris. Who
Oh,
is the
you
better
saying I have to
prospect?
choose between one of them?
Yeah, yeah. This is my draft. I'm trying to put it as real life as I can. It comes down. You
Well, I
got
can't see.
Osiris
You
Torrance.
need to make the screen bigger, cause I can't see none of them damn people in that draft. There you go. Thank you, sir.
So you got Osiris
Yeah,
Torrance,
I ain't no
best
spring
guard in the
chicken, sir.
draft.
Nah, to your point, it was kind of small, Lou.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was.
struggling a little bit too.
Osiris Torrance, best guard in the draft, or number one receiver, probably, in Rasheed Rice. Who you taking in the first round?
Well, shit. Wait a minute. Let me see all the receivers.
That's the receivers. You got Josh Downs, slot receiver. No, I believe Jalen Hire is a luxury receiver. He's
A
basically like a
complimentary
Slayton to me.
receiver. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got Rasheed Rice and then Cedric Tillman. Rasheed Rice is better than Cedric Tillman.
Yeah.
If you're
She
trying to
Rice will
get a
be
number
gone
one receiver, he's your
by the
best
time
bet.
Yeah. Where do they have the guard projected at going?
Higher than him. He's the best guard in the draft. I
He's
don't know how he fell
27.
this far.
Well, shit, we picking before that.
No, we're at
Before
the pick right
27.
now. We're at 23. We got the 23rd pick. We're picking right now. You
Oh, we
decide if
already
you want.
started the mock draft up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You either taking Osiris Torrance or Rasheed Rice based on what you say. You want a number one receiver or an offensive lineman in the first round.
Well, based on what I
What are you
said,
doing?
I'm going with Osiris.
Okay. So we're
And
gonna
we're
miss
gonna
out
have
on the Rasheed
OBJ,
Rice.
Slayton, and Wandale Robinson here.
Now
offering trades. They was
they
offering
gave
trades
that
like
pick.
hell.
They gave that pick a B plus. They actually give grades immediately on this site. That's dope. So they gave that grade a B plus. So you have another good offensive lineman, inside offensive lineman that plays guard, and that's Andrew Voorhees. Is pretty good, kind of nasty. You got Jared Patterson. I'm worried about his strength at center. He's a center. Go back to receiver. Now the receivers are looking, you know,
Let me see the
I
tight
love
end.
the tight ends. I don't know how Dalton Kincaid is right here, but that's the best tight end in this draft. I like Luke Musgrave. Darnell Washington is that big 6'7", 6'8" tight end from Georgia who will be an absolute monster, 6'8", 275. And can catch and can run.
Do we have 2 second-round picks?
No, we only have 1 second round
And
pick.
2
We got two
thirds, right?
third rounds. Yeah.
Okay, so we pick at 86 and 100. He'll be gone.
You got Garrett Williams right there. Very good corner. Look him up at Syracuse. I can trust him. You got another inside offensive lineman. Not too many number one receivers left in this round. I would pass, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm looking at we got the guard.
Yeah, I like A.T. Perry right there as well, but they got him ranked low on this website. I don't know why they got him ranked so low. What's going on, Tony?
Let me see the linebackers.
You got Jack Campbell from Iowa, overrated in my opinion. You got Pat Poe. He's a fast guy. He's a thumper.
No, I'm thinking about in our system next to Darian Beavers in Wink Martindale's system.
You would go with Pat Poe over Jack Campbell for sure. Because we need that linebacker that can move and cover. I think we get Tremaine Edmonds in free agency, to be honest with you. He
Man,
would be
we've been
perfect.
talking about him coming to Giant for a minute now. Christopher Tony, what's going on?
See, it's not so easy as you think.
What?
You got players at certain positions that are ranked a little higher. Do you go need or do you go for the talent? Because if you go for talent, I think Garrett Williams is best on the board. Well, Dalton Kincaid, I don't know how the hell he's here.
I
That's
would grab
actually the
him.
best talent.
I
To
would
be
grab
honest
him.
with you,
Yeah. Because we don't got the number one receiver that we want on the board anymore. But we
Kincaid will be
have
a monster.
OBJ, Wandale Robinson, and Darius Slayton with Isaiah Hodgins. If he comes back, that's pretty good with Bellinger and Kincaid. So we'd be able to run that 11 and 12 personnel that Tommy loves so much.
Mm-hmm. Now you can get a center right here in the third round, right
No,
around what he's worth.
we need a defensive player for sure.
That's the thing. Riley Moss is pretty good.
Let me see the DTs.
Tua Peluto, he's all right. I think we can get better in the third round, though, to be honest with you.
Oh, 86 ain't the third round?
Yeah, this is the third round.
This is the third round.
I think we can get better value by going to. I don't know how.
In our second, third round pick?
Mm-hmm. You know, NYG, there's a bunch of receivers in this draft, too.
Yeah, you're right, man. And that's why I don't necessarily know if the Giants got to spend a number one pick on a receiver, especially if you're bringing in a guy like OBJ. But
that's why I got a guard in the first round. So we can buy DJ some time to find these receivers.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
I'm
with you. I'm with you on that, man.
Yeah, I want Colin Johnson back too, but it was his Achilles. So he won't be a full go until at least October, November of next season.
Yeah, you can't bank on that cat to be anything but a back end contributor. can't bank on him to be your number 2 or 3 receiver.
What's the best cornerback on the board right now?
They got Caillou Blue Kelly. I haven't heard of him. I gotta look him up. But Kai Garner's all right. Riley Moss will
I've
probably
heard of
be the
Riley
best
Moss.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
Overshown's overrated to me. A lot too. This linebacker class is weak. Ventura Miller, he can be cool, but nah.
He could be cool.
So
don't
what do
want a
y'all
cool
think
player.
about Tremaine Edmonds? Do y'all think the Giants that's a
I
good
think he
fit?
fits us perfectly.
Man,
Because Beavers could be that down here linebacker, and he's the guy that could cover
cover.
all those stupid ass
Bingo.
routes that those dudes like to do across the middle against us. He's very good at that. And
Bingo.
he can flow sideline to sideline, knows how to get off the block to make the tackle. He's the perfect guy for us.
And then
My
on
turn.
nickel
Yeah.
packages, you can sub in Julian Love or Xavier McKinney to play that role, or Dane Belton. That's
You see,
fire.
I got a tight end in the second round there, Joe.
Is it my turn? Oh no, you're still picking. Okay. I guess I just
you
wait.
gotta blow that shit out, Joe. You can't hold it in for that long.
What? This room is fucking cloudy. Oops. Sorry.
Oh shit.
Come on, GM. The clock been running.
Oh shoot. So
Right.
Your
86,
pick has been
third round pick.
passed on to the
No.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
No shit, we sitting here talking, man. Let me see the running backs.
This little dude right here is off the chain.
Grab him.
All right. Got an A for that pick. Yeah, that little dude's off the chain. I like him. Pause. All right. Now it's my turn to intervene.
Oh, I got the first three. I got an A, B, and
Yeah.
a C. Look at that. A, B, C. Easy as one, two,
one,
three.
2, 3. I'll die in A, B, C. 1, 2,
One, two,
3.
three.
Draft with me, baby. You will see now.
Nah, I'm going to draft somebody, even though this website ain't giving them no respect. But look up Dotavian Wicks. Dotavian Wicks for Virginia, off the chain receiver, all the way in the third round.
Why he sound like one of them Key and Peele names from the Key and Peele draft?
Mm-hmm.
Dontavian Wicks, wide receiver, Virginia. You got a B.
Yeah, it got to be. Should be an A because there's no way he falls that far in the third round. But okay. All right. Now, you saying we got OBJ, right?
OBJ, Wandale Robinson, Darius Slayton. Now you add
All right.
Dontavian Wicks in there.
You got Dotavian Wentz, Dalton Kincaid, OBJ. You got Colin Johnson coming back off injury. But guess what? We need another receiver. You want to know why? We need that automatic deep threat. Look up Trey Palmer. There's no way
You
he's
feel
here
like
in the
that,
fourth
Taj?
round.
Damn. That's
You
serious.
said what?
They should sue him.
He said he's going wide receiver back to back.
Yeah, you got to go wide
I was
receiver
what
back to
Taj
back
said.
right here.
Yeah, he
He
said
said,
they should sue.
He said he's going back
Yeah.
to back.
I'm going Trey Palmer right here.
Back to
Yeah,
back. You got a
D
D
plus.
plus, sir.
Mhm.
And the survey says. Did Dallas just try to trade with us? Oh, bitch ass niggas.
Right.
Gee.
Sorry. God forgive me. That wasn't very nice, was it?
Now, you want a center that's underrated? Look up this guy right here. Man, this shit coming out perfect for me. This guy plays at center for Michigan and he blocks his ass off. Get yourself a center.
Then we can move McKeith into guard or swing guard if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot of people talking about McKeithen. Is he really that dude?
He's nice, bro. He played. Listen, him and the Zudu
He
played
played. I
side
know
by
he played
side.
for Carolina, and I like Carolina. I watch Carolina football. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I live out
he did
here.
good.
I live
Yeah,
out here.
I'm in that area too. Well, sort
No,
of,
I'm
but
talking about okay, so you see the film and shit, like Friday night they show all the college and high school highlights and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they used to show specials of him working out when everybody else was gone. Still out there doing drills and still, you know what I'm saying?
okay,
Like, yeah, he puts the work in, bro.
okay.
And with an offense like the one they trying to run, because Dable runs a complex offense. It ain't no run of the mill simple shit. It's got complex verbiage,
Is he
complex
really
scheme.
athletic? He's athletic.
Yeah, he is,
It's like
bro.
that
I
really
wish you
athletic. Okay,
if
okay.
is there any way to go back and watch like the preseason shit on YouTube from last preseason? This past
Now you need to
preseason?
watch it. Just put in offensive line Carolina, and I forgot his number, but you'll be able to see what he did with
Yeah,
Carolina. He put
I watched some of his
North
film.
Carolina,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I watched some of it. I'm like,
And the reason that I really
are
liked
we
it,
gonna like bank
Hi,
on him being a
Christopher.
starting guard for us going into
no,
next
no, no.
season?
I
That's
said he
the
can be a swing guard to back
okay.
up either left guard or right guard if they get hurt.
Do you agree that Glowinski has underperformed?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hell, who
I,
wouldn't?
The hell?
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I just be testing temperatures out here because
Man, you get beat up
yeah,
coming around here talking that language. It was terrible.
Glowinski's been horrible, man. So I think like somebody made a good point. Like, would you entertain putting either I guess McKeithen or Azudu at right guard and having Bredesen go at left guard? Because I really do think Ben Bredesen can hold up over there. He's got chemistry with Andrew Thomas. That's the same chemistry that him and Shane Lemieux was developing, but Shane Lemieux got hurt, and now he's just not the same player no more. So now he's getting that with Bredesen, but he can't stay healthy. So I'm like, damn. Poor Andrew Thomas, man. He can't really get nobody solid, you know,
Now, after Lou
playoff.
did his first three picks, he took a guard, got us a number one tight end, and got us a backup running back that's an absolute jitterbug out there. That dude can return punts, return kicks, and give you good running back ability out the backfield. That little dude's a beast, man.
So what do we do?
Got that.
Just 4 rounds?
No, went all the way through the seventh round.
Huh?
Went all the way through the seventh round. Those are your. I'm just doing the first three picks, and then I'm doing the rest of the picks because it's really not going to be like this. You don't know where we're going to pick or anything.
Man,
But
we
You don't even
drafted
know who's going to enter the draft
we
right
drafted
now.
Thibodeau and Neil. And everybody thought we wasn't gonna be able to get both of those guys, and we ended up getting both of them. So
shoot, most people didn't even think we were going to get one of them.
right, but okay, back to what you was saying, NYG, when you was like, is he really that dude? What I really liked most about that draft pick with Marcus McKeithen was the fact that in the mock draft phase of the offseason, me and Pat said it would be dope if they signed a tackle and a guard from the same team that played side by side, or a center and a guard from the same team that played side by side. And we did it in our mock draft. And then
Yep,
the Giants actually did it, just not the team that the players that we got.
we did it with
They,
Boston College. They did it with North Carolina.
right.
Mm.
That's right.
We
My
did it with
turn.
Zion Johnson
So
and
I got a question for you
Linderbaum. No,
guys.
it wasn't Linderbaum. It was Lindstrom, I think.
I got a question for you guys. So, given what you just said, from the same team to play side by side, what you
They played
think?
in college and already had continuity. That's what we was banking on happening with Azudu and McKeithen, but McKeithen got hurt.
No. I got you. I'm following you. But follow me real quick.
What's going
So,
on, DJ?
if that's the case, would they benefit from training Azudu at center and put McKeithen at right guard with Neil over there?
I want a veteran by Neil, and I put the young guy by Thomas because Thomas is
Okay.
already established. He's the
Okay.
veteran. He knows everything, tricks of the trade. That's why I wanted the right guard to be the good veteran because he can teach Neil some of the tricks of the trade, while the other young left guard learns from Thomas over there on the other side. I don't want two young guys right by each other.
Right.
What's up,
Oh, he's
Tony?
here, Christopher.
We got the center from Michigan. This is just something that I was doing because we were talking about mock drafts. But with Lou, his first three picks, he got us the top right guard in the draft. We could put him at left guard if you wanted to by Thomas, or you could put him at right guard. I think he would be good, even though he's over there with a young guy. That dude's a monster, man. Kincaid, best tight end in the draft. Look him up. Can block and can receive, and is fast as hell. This little guy right here, he's going to be all over the place for us. Hopefully they use him correctly. Dontavian Wicks, receiver Virginia. Look him up. Very good receiver. Here's the ultimate deep threat. Now, this is a deep threat that has route running. He came from LSU, went to Nebraska. Look him up. An absolute beast when it comes to running deep routes, and he has some route running ability to him. Got a luxury pick here in the center. Just in case you want to move Nick Gates to left guard, you can put him at center if need be. He's a very good center from Michigan. Got Ivan Pace Jr., sideline to sideline linebacker from Cincinnati. Only thing I'm worried about, can he be the cover linebacker that Tremaine Edmonds is? But say if we do get Edmonds, it would be Beavers, Pace, McFadden, and Tremaine Edmonds, and somebody else behind those guys.
Hold up, Pat. Hey, little bulldozer. I think that Roy Mbedeka is going to be an absolute beast. He's just raw. His first taste of NFL football was, I believe, a year and a half ago. Once he develops technique, I think that dude is going to be a monster tackle. Monster.
If he develops into that, then we could kick Evan Neal inside.
6'9", 320 pounds. Long arms, very agile. The dude is a monster, bro. Once he can learn the game and perfect his technique, he's gonna be a problem. Ain't no defensive end getting around that dude.
I will say this. Darnell Washington would be like another tackle out there if we draft him that can catch and run. That dude's a monster, man. I don't know what lab he was created in, but dude's a beast, man. That dude is 6'8", 275 and can move. And he's an absolute monster blocker. I wouldn't be mad if they took him in that position because I know how they will use him. He's Daniel
Yeah.
Bellinger on steroids. Yeah, he did. And Tremaine Edmonds is the linebacker from the Bills. Nah, this is just us having fun, man.
My turn. I want to do a mock draft.
He said, "My turn. I want to do a mock draft." I don't know why you just sounded like my son.
I want to do a mock draft.
He said, "My turn. I want to do a mock draft." He said, "You sick motherfuckers doing a mock draft already?" That's exactly what I said when he first pulled it up, man. I said, "Yo, man, it's December, bro."
All right, Joe, you want to do a mock draft so bad? Here's our first pick. What are you
Number
taking with the
23rd
first pick?
overall. At number 23, the New York Football Giants select. Oh no, with the 23rd pick in the first round of
All right,
the
wide receivers.
2023 NFL draft.
You got Rasheed Rice right there.
Woo!
You're not taking Josh Downs because Josh Downs is a slot receiver. We already have that on the team. Jalen
Rasheed
Hyatt,
Rice.
he's really just a speed guy to me, but you got Rasheed Rice right there. I think
That's
he's
the
the
guy,
top pick.
Joe. He is the best receiver.
You know, I like your draft, but we didn't get our wide receiver.
So do you want to go wide receiver right here?
Yes.
All right, Rasheed Rice. He's a giant.
because I feel we could pick a center up third or fourth round.
They gave you a C plus for that pick, Joe.
So they can C plus my ass. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
All right, we in the second round. What
All
position
right,
you looking
now.
for here in the second round?
Interior offensive lineman.
Hey, you got Cedric Van Pran right there from Georgia, a monster. Probably the best center in the draft, and Jared Patterson right here. That's what they call him. I think he could get bowled over in the league, but he does need to work on his strength. But Van Pran is the truth, and Voorhees is pretty good as well. I think that's Jason's little brother.
Giants clown. He said, "What up? How about that huge nose tackle from Baylor?
Yeah,
He
go to
indexed
the
in the middle would fix the run."
Mhm.
Hey Pat, can you zoom in a little bit?
Lord have mercy. I might not be able to see it now. Grief.
My eyes are struggling.
I could go with that. The
All right,
center
that's good.
you
That's good
like.
right there.
Did you want to
Okay.
go with the center or did you want to go with the guard? Because Cedric Van Pran can play either guard position, so can Voorhees. Or did you want to go with the true center in Patterson?
Go with the true center. I'm tired of fucking around.
All right, true center. I can't even see the grades no more, man. I got this
No, I
shit.
don't either.
Man, hold up, man. This shit.
Yeah, go back down 2 bumps. There you go.
Grief. My eyes hurt.
You got a C plus again.
Damn, Joe.
Good. Fuck you. I can't take the test.
Average student in this bitch. All right. What are you looking for in the third round here, Joe? You got 2 third-round picks to play
Let
with.
me
What are you
see
looking for now?
the cornerbacks.
Cornerback? All right. You got Caillou Blue Kelly. Don't know who the hell that is. I don't trust no Michigan corners.
Hold
But
up.
Jalen Jones is an absolute monster. How
Hold
the
on.
fuck is he in the third round?
Giants clown says, "What up? How about that huge nose tackle from Baylor? He indexed in the middle would fix the run defense." Do you know who he's talking about? Huge nose
Yeah.
tackle from Baylor.
I don't even know he's still.
Who's on the
Nope, he's
defensive
gone.
line?
But yeah, he's good. Bro, if you're looking for a corner, I don't know how the hell Jalen Jones is here
Right
at
there.
85.
That gives Wink one of his another
Dude
outside
is
help.
6'2", 6'2", 210.
Yep.
Gonna run a 4.3 and lock
Yep.
people down in the SEC. How the hell is he
Yep.
right there? He should be
Yep.
a first round pick.
He
Yeah, I
probably
knew he
will
was gonna
be.
get an A for that one. That's crazy. Hey, I
Yep,
like
they
Jones
did.
draft a little bit, cuz.
Now, still in the third round.
Yep.
They didn't give us our extra third round, and we're in the fourth round.
All right, fourth round. Let me see the tight ends.
Luke Musgrave, I've been talking about him the whole time.
I
Stretch the
know.
field
And
and
he's
block.
there 100. God, they
Mm-hmm.
got to take him.
I ain't gonna lie, another A. I knew it. Listen to me.
What?
All right, you got your tight end, you got your receiver, you got a center, you got your corner. What you looking at now, Joe?
Give me an interior lineman.
Another interior lineman?
Yep.
Offensive or defensive?
Defense or offensive. Okay.
You got Andrew Ram there, but that's not good value.
So let me try defensive.
Vonda Sweat is all right. You got Tyler Davis from Clemson, then Brian Young from Alabama. How the hell is he here?
I don't understand how they can be there.
Neither one of these guys should be here. I have to do a little bit more research on Vonda Sweat.
Give me Brian Young, Alabama.
Okay. You gotta be. All right, 5th round. What you looking at now, Joe?
Running back.
Okay, I'll tell you what. None of these guys move the needle for me.
Me either. They're gonna have to blow me away.
No, I don't even
So-
like McIntosh from Georgia.
How about safety?
Good. Pretty good. Nope. Nope.
What about edge?
Yeah, we
Edge?
might need to get an edge rusher too.
Yeah.
Damn, how the hell is KJ Henry right there?
There you go.
And
That's a
Trice.
sleeper.
I'll take edge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me tell you the difference between them. This edge right here, he's gonna be the stronger type rusher, and he's gonna be the speed type rusher.
Yep.
Which one would you want?
I want speed because
I agree.
the
Hey,
Martindale.
shit.
Yeah.
All right, we're in the 7th round. We're bringing it home, Joe.
The 7th round, give me a cornerback.
Another corner.
Yeah, because these are fill guys. You want speed.
Yeah,
speedy
can't never have
fill
enough
fuckers.
corners, right?
Right. You can never have
They
three
like wide
decent
receivers.
corners. Yeah,
Well, Avery Young's the best one I've seen, and he's ranked pretty low. But between I haven't looked at Julius Brents. I've heard of Keature Clark, but Louisville be getting toasted. So,
how about safety?
you got Jartavius Martin is another
Yes.
good pick.
Yes. Grabbed him.
Another Key and Peele name.
Yeah, damn,
I got an A on that one too.
They got us with 4 more picks. I guess they made all our other picks in the 7th round on this website because they don't know which guys we're gonna get in the 3rd round.
Let me see a wide receiver.
You got Dante Demas, 6'4", will run a 4.45.
He's gonna need 2 years.
4.48.
Draft him and put him in the thing for 2 years. And when he comes out, look out.
Actually,
Where you gonna put him?
Dante Demas is a guy to pick just in case Colin Johnson is not healthy.
Yep.
Oh, they let us get our draft picks now?
They put him in the 7th round instead of like the extra 3rd and the extra 5th and 6th.
Okay.
They put them all in the 7th round.
That's some bullshit, but all right.
Now, Zachary Franklin has the potential to break out as a low round pick, and Dante Demas, if you like Colin Johnson, you'll like him too, just in case Colin Johnson is not the same off that Achilles. And it's a 7th round pick, so
Yeah,
I mean, you're not losing anything.
Dante Demas.
All right. Shit, you got a B plus for that pick too.
Go back down. Let me see some of the grades.
First 2 were C's, A, B plus.
No, I was looking at the positions: defensive lineman, edge rusher, safety. Okay.
40.
Now, what you looking for? Really, these are filler picks here.
I didn't address it. God damn, I wish I did. Interior defense lineman. Or linebacker.
Oh, linebacker? Yeah, you didn't address it.
I miss it, but we'll probably get somebody free agency.
Okay. Yeah, these guys are pretty bad.
Is his name Yes Sir Abdullah?
Where?
Go down. Go down.
Yasir Abdullah.
Yo.
I mean, Mike Jones Jr., he plays pretty well for LSU, but shit.
I thought that shit.
These guys ain't worth nothing. I would take the best player to get on special teams, but I don't know who these guys are.
What? Bumper Pool? Who was that?
Bumper Pool from Arkansas. Punter. Damn punter. We got the Scottish Hammer.
Oh,
Bumper
yeah.
pool.
He missing with his foot.
He's trash.
Take who
That
you
punter,
want from here on out.
Oh, really?
But yeah, there's my picks.
Yo, look at some of these names. Go back to the fucking wide receiver. What was that? Princely what?
Princely.
No, go back. Go back. It wasn't wide receiver. It wasn't wide receiver. What did you look at just now? It was a motherfucker named Princely something. I don't know what
Jay
position you was
Scott,
on.
what's good?
I don't know what position you was on. But that
I
shit said
mean, this guy's
that's
name is Mala Isala.
yo, see,
Amore
that's them Key
Laulu.
and Peele names.
Laulu.
That's them Key and Peele draft
Yeah.
names.
All right. Well, be honest with you, this guy from Michigan is half decent. I would take him.
Okay.
Then I will go Avery Young, cornerback from Rutgers. I like him. Linebacker. I'm gonna try Troy Brown from Mississippi. At least he got speed. But other than that, I don't see what he does for you.
I don't either.
Probably got damn. I got an A+ for that Troy Brown pick. Well,
Yeah.
goddamn, boy, I tell you what.
I'm sorry. They might give me C's, but boy, you wait 2-3 years to give me an A.
Only pick that I don't like is the Jared Patterson Joe because I believe that he gets bullied at the center position for Notre Dame. You may want to look on film for him. I think he's overrated. But the Jalen Jones pick in the 3rd round, if that happens, oh my God. Then you get Luke Musgrave, can stretch the field for us. Byron Young from Alabama, very talented. Let's get him in there, get him behind Dex and Leo. Let's get him trained. Braylon Trice, edge rusher. He'll take the place of, if fucking Ellerson Smith doesn't pan out. And I believe Tamon Fox stays on this team as a primary backup here soon because I think we lose Zimenez. I think he's played his way to a contract that we won't be able to give him. Jartavius Martin, good special teams and can fill in as that 3rd safety if we do lose Julian Love. Dante Demas, another big body in the receiver room. Iabi Anoma is going to fight for a position on this team. But another body, Avery Young, another special teams player, he'll fight for some times. And Troy Brown, another special teams player. We replace Cam Brown with Troy Brown. What's going on, Hit Squad? John, what's going on, Alex? Giants Clown. You said Deuce Vaughn is like 5'5". Good Lord. He's 5'5". Jesus. But I mean, I just wanted to do that for a little fun because we was getting into some draft talk. But NYG, let them know what you would do in the future with the New York Giants. While I take a quick break.
Well, if I'm being honest, you got to bring Jones back. Obviously, I think they got to look to sign Saquon Barkley. But the real problem, as we've talked about, it's in the trenches. So the Giants in this draft, that's why I posed that question earlier. Do you draft defensive line in the 1st round? So maybe you don't. Maybe you go offensive line. But I do think the Giants have got to improve in the trenches because the best path to you winning is winning your division.
What up, Hit Squad?
And
Mike
the
B.
team,
My bad.
and the
Go ahead.
teams and the teams in your division, they have strong offensive lines and defensive lines. So that's who you got to compete with. So don't get cute and try to build a Dave Gettleman or a Jerry Reese team with some wide receivers. Build in the trenches. And this
Yo,
is
son,
why
I don't gotta get cute. I woke up like this.
Yep.
But this is why I'm a supporter of bringing Daniel Jones back because you don't need to get cute.
What?
Because
Mr. I want Malik Willis. Did I just hear you say You want Daniel Jones back? We have brought him over to the Jedi, sir. He was
see
once,
that.
I've been
he
said
was
that.
once a Sith.
No, I've been said that. I've been said that. You know what I'm saying? Watch the videos. I've been said that,
Yeah,
man.
he's
No, I
been
know, I
saying
know.
Daniel Jones is his
You know
But
what I'm
I
saying?
can't believe you said I want him back. I was like, whoa, he's gone a
Nah,
full
because
180.
it makes sense for the team. I'm about the New York Giants. I'm not
Facts.
about Daniel
The
Jones or
name on the
Saquon.
jersey, right?
Right. I'm an old school fan. We all old school fans. All of us up here on the panel.
Yep.
We know what it is. We're not rooting for a particular player. You
Well,
might support a player, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're a Giants fan. If these players
well,
move on, we still gonna be Giants fans. Go ahead,
and
Joe.
I like that idea, but I need to go. It's 11:35. I'm freaking whipped. I've been up since 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. I can't do no more. But you know, just treat everybody with just a little respect, or try to. You might be having a bad day, you might say nothing, and you held the door open, but he might have felt bad in about 10, 15 minutes. He might not have felt anything at all, but you held the door open for him, and that's what counts. It ain't what he does, it's what you do. And with that being said, thank you for having me on. Thank you for joining along in the comedy and everything. And I will catch you on the like later. Salute NYG22 and Big Pat. I know you're out there.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, Joe, man.
I'll
Appreciate
see ya.
you. No doubt, man. Have a good one, man. Shout out to Joe, man. For real, man. But nah, man. I think you should bring Jones back. I think the Giants should go after Tremaine Edmonds. I think this team has been lacking linebacker help for a minute now. Now, if you remember, they went out and got Antonio Pierce, and that put that defense over the top because they had, you know what I'm saying, Tuck, OC, and all them on that team already. So that's why I think the Giants should concentrate on defense and stop worrying so much about this offense. Yeah, this offense needs to pick it up, but when they get better players, they will. But you can't force it either. You can't go out there and force a trade or force a draft pick and reach. The defense is what the Giants have built championships off of. So maybe people don't like that approach, but go tell that to Lawrence Taylor, Carr Banks, and them cats over there are OC Strahan and Justin Tuck. They might tell you something different. Lou, you there?
Yeah, we definitely need defensive players. But I mean, right now our defense is in a way better position than our offense, and we really can't even get our offense going if our offensive line is not the starting point of our offense. And I've been screaming that shit for 2 seasons, and if we don't at least get to the playoffs, it's going to be clearly evident that I was right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
because the only thing really, our defense has kept us in all of these games. It hasn't been our offense.
Yeah, you're right.
Defense
It has
getting
been
us
a defense.
multiple. It's been our defense getting us multiple opportunities to get the ball back,
Possessions,
forcing 3 and outs for us to get a second, third, and fourth chance to put points on the board. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need an established offensive line so that the offensive skill players that we do have can get a breather and create some separation. We can get some big chunk plays, start getting that confidence, that chemistry, because confidence goes a long way. You can be a subpar team, but when you start gaining momentum and your confidence starts boosting, you can become a team that was subpar but plays great.
You
know
know
what
what
I'm
I
saying?
think, Lou? I think the players we got, I think we need them to be impact players. They're good, but we need to make an impact.
Yeah.
And hold
But you
on.
also
Let
have
me
to
let
remember
me
that
let me.
Thibodeau's in his first year. He's only
I know I'm not
12 weeks
holding
into the
you,
NFL.
but
And
that's
Azeez
why.
Ojulari is only a season and a half into the NFL. So you add another defensive tackle or another edge rusher that's a monster or a linebacker that's a monster, and this defense is great. But we need a wide receiver. We need another tight end. We need a center and a guard. You know what I'm saying? So I think before we go blitz squad crazy, and trust me, I'm a guy who believes in the trenches on both sides. I love the defensive front and the offensive front. But our
You gotta
offensive
understand who
front
you
is
competing with,
ass.
though. And
And
the
our division
when
has a strong defensive front.
I
Washington
agree.
has a strong defensive line. Dallas and Philly have strong defensive front. So if we don't
But
fix our offensive line, we can't win in our own division.
no, I'm not making the argument that you're making. I'm making the argument too that a lot of people think that we need to focus on wide receiver, quarterback, tight end, running back, yada
Your
yada
trenches,
yada. I'm
defensive front
saying
and
that
offensive front are the most
the
important before those
offensive
guys can
and
even get
defensive
off. Yeah.
lines need to be the focus of it. I've been on the, bro, say less. You know what I'm saying? Offensive line, sure. Defensive line, sure. But I'm saying a lot of people that's talking about the wide receivers and the corners and linebackers and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
You be prepared because this team needs to build this team
In the
on the
trenches
offensive
first.
and
Yeah.
defensive lines, because if not, you going to get bullied every single year because Philadelphia, they got Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox phasing out, but they got cats behind them, Jordan Davis. They got these cats coming in waves, and you don't got nobody. So you better start stocking up your talent. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to spend high draft picks on that. But remember, you know what I'm saying? Third round, take you a defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? Take you a guard or center, like you say. You know, because you gotta remember, you gotta keep the talent on your line stocked. Otherwise, you going to get ran the you know what over.
That's where
by
Jerry Reese went wrong. He didn't replenish what Accorsi and them had acquired. And then when those guys started leaving, we were left with doo-doo.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, because a lot of people don't really get it. They think that the team is automatically supposed to, they think a good team in the NFL is a team that scores 35 points a game. But we all know that's not true. But if you're a fantasy fan, yeah, maybe that's what you think. But looking at this division, even Washington, you can't front. They got good line play.
Yeah.
They played us to a standstill, literally. So we gotta get
shot
our
ourselves
lines.
we shot ourselves in
Good.
the foot a couple times, and a lot of it
That's
was
true.
offensive line, and some of it was play calling.
Yeah, we could argue about that game, but still,
There was a
the
lot of
team.
things in that game that we can point fingers at all the way around. Some of the defense was kind of messed up. Some of the offense was messed up. Some of the blocking and assignments. Some of DJs as well. Some Saquon. I mean, there's blame to go all in that game. Play calling, everything.
That's a team game because the team is just learning how
Wins
to
and
play
loses
together.
Yep.
Right. They're just learning. They're just learning, and they're young.
But they was in that game. They was in that
Yeah.
game. We ain't get blown out. We ain't get stomped.
Slayton's 25. Saquon's 25. Daniel Jones is 25. These people.
Yeah, we got a young ass team.
They
Very
young,
young
man.
team.
They young ass dudes, man. And you know, they talented, but they don't know how to play together right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, they might gel together towards the end of the season, and then maybe you might lose a couple players. That's cool. But at the end of the day,
And that's what I've been saying this whole time. I said that we're gonna drop a few in a row in the middle of the season, 2, 3, 4 games. But it's gonna click, and this team is gonna start playing beyond their skills because the system is starting to kick in. They're starting to understand the system. They found a rhythm. They found a little niche in the system.
yeah, I
And
got a funny feeling about this Eagles game, Lou. I got a feeling that the Giants, it's it's the type of game that they historically they come out and kind of like boom, like kind of shock you, kind of wake you up a little bit. Because that's what they are, the sleeping giants. The Giants have always been the sleeping giants because everybody sleeps on this team. Historically. Am I right or wrong? Historically, they
no,
sleep
you're
on
right.
this team.
You're right.
So
And when they ain't
this could
sleeping
be,
on us, they hating on us.
and but when they sleeping on us, what we do? We hit them in the mouth.
Yep.
Bomb. Wake them up. And this could be that type of game. I don't know, but something tells me Philly's a little bit fraudulent. And the Giant, look, if Washington can do it, and we play Washington to a standstill, and they beat Philly, why can't we at least tie Philly?
That's
You know what I'm saying?
that's my point, because what I've seen from Philly all season long is that they can't stop the run, and they're susceptible to passes over the middle. So if we can get our run game going, and then our RPO and our play action, we can kill them with Bellinger and Slayton and Barkley and Daniel Jones running the RPO. Like, we can literally shred them where they're weak, because that's where we're good in the run. But we got to get the run game back. So Evan Neal coming back is crucial. Us figuring out who's playing next to him is crucial. You know what I'm saying? And we need to kick Nick Gates back to center, not at guard.
Let me kick something to y'all real quick. I see you back, Pat. So we talked about time of possession. So you're trying to keep your drive sustained. And what you want to do is you want to wear out Philly's defense. You know why? Because they got a bunch of big, heavy guys, beefy guys. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But they got guys that, you know what I'm saying? that, are in the way. They're good run blockers and all that. So I think you're trying to keep that team on the field and tire them out. You want to tire them out. So the Giants being able to sustain drives, they're going to tire out Philly. And Fletcher Cox and Dominican Sue and all those fat guys up front, they're going to get tired in the fourth quarter. And that's where I think the Giants can win this game if you get a big play in the fourth quarter, because those defensive guys are worn out. That's how you win this game. That's the only path I see to winning this game. Go ahead, y'all.
He said, "Is that Bobby without his hat?" What?
If you
but
consistently run the ball, if you consistently run the ball well, you will definitely run the defense out. Because one, you'll maintain the time of possession, you'll keep them on the field, and two, you know what I'm saying, that pounding away at them, constantly running and lining back up, without getting a breather, you're gonna wear them the fuck down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If Barkley stops tiptoeing and Evan Neal comes back and we figure out who to put at right guard, that's gonna make a damn difference.
Is Barkley tiptoeing though?
The last couple games, he has been doing more dancing again instead of being decisive on which gap to hit and hit it.
I just want to
I don't
see
know,
us with a full offensive line again and see
But
how
part
it
of it
works,
is due to the
out.
line, right? Part of it is due to the line, of course. So he's got to like try to tiptoe to wait for them to open up a gap because they're getting smacked around.
I just like, we've all pointed blame, but us here, you know what I'm saying, with the Big Blue Crew, man. Shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We can come to reason. And I just don't think that it's really all on the offensive line. I think it's just it really is a combination of things. And people don't want to accept that, but that is what it is. And in order for them to get that right, it's on the coaches, in my opinion. These coaches have got to step it up. Mike Kafka has been way too predictable. So has Wink Martindale. They gotta mix it up, and they gotta realize what they got on the roster. The roster's not great. We get it. But you gotta work with what you got. You know what I'm saying? You got some ingredients. You need to cook a meal, man. You gotta make it work. You don't got
Yeah,
salt. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a substitute.
time of possession is going to be the essence. I don't know where we're going to beat this Eagle team if our offense can go out there and sustain drives. Because if we continue to go 3-and-out and keep putting that defense back on the field with those dudes, eventually something's going to break open. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yep.
If we can sustain drives and put up some points,
And
let's strike
run.
first. Yeah, let's strike first. Let's put up a touchdown on them first, so we ain't playing. Then let's get their offense off the field and don't give up a touchdown. Don't give up any points. And then let's do a drive and get some more points. I don't care if it's a field goal. We go up 10-0. Put them in a position where they got to be like, okay, we got to play these guys tonight. It's not going to be easy. Put them in that position. We got a chance to win, just like we did with the Cowboys in the beginning of that Cowboys game. And then I don't know what happened to the play caller in the second half, but defensive side of the ball, we continue to let Darnay Holmes get the business. I don't understand it, but
Let me ask y'all something real quick. I know you about to wrap it up, but do you think Kafka and Dable might not really know exactly how to use Saquon Barkley because they haven't had a running back like that. And I'm looking around the league and some of these other running backs, they're doing all right, but it seems like they have better scheme fits around them. And it seems like Saquon Barkley is being put into a system that he's doing the best he can, but it may not really fit his skill set.
you know what I'm afraid about Saquon Barkley is that he was
Yeah.
overdrafted. I think less is more with Saquon Barkley. And what I mean by that, less driving him up the middle and try to run up the middle. And
Right.
let's get him outside and get him in the pass game more. Is
I said
Saquon
that
Barkley just an extremely talented scat back? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You want to run him up the middle. You want to make him a bell cow because of the immense talent that he has. But is he better suited for that? And is he willing to take a role like that? You see what I'm saying?
use him like an Alvin Kamara, man, and you can't go wrong, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. They don't know how to use them because they're not using them like that. They can easily do a first down play with Gary Brightwell and then split Saquon out wide on second down and throw him a quick slant or some shit like that. But they don't do that type of shit. They just run him up the middle, and expect him to make magic happen. Like that's what I don't like. And it's not just this coaching staff, it's been coaching staffs previously. The
I
Giants
mean,
don't know how to really use a weapon
on the flip side of
like
that, he
Saquon.
was the leading yards getter in the first like 8 to 10 games when the
Yeah.
offensive line was healthy. So
That's
you
on
gotta
his
look at the
pure
flip side.
talent, I believe.
I
Pat.
mean, but shit, if the
Nah,
line
but if
continued
you
to do
think
what they was
about it,
doing, he
that
was
was
gonna continue the ball.
that was before our linemen really got hurt. When our
Mm-hmm.
linemen was we had some cohesiveness the first 6 weeks. Like I said, it was offense was going to run primarily through Barkley. We had a solid O line basically in the run game, and then guys started getting hurt, and then that's when he started tippy toeing because he was getting hit as soon as he touched the ball. There was guys at his ankles or something. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Yeah,
man,
I don't I don't
we
I
got to
agree
fix
with
this
that,
O line.
but you know, Saquon has really he's not living up to expectations from a fan standpoint,
But how?
and that's
He has
why
over 1,000 yards already.
but I'm saying, like, a lot of these fans, this is not me. I don't. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm giving you a hypothetical because they feel like that they can move on and get production from a third,
Rookie.
fourth, or fifth round
Yeah,
pick.
that shit crazy.
That's and that's the narrative. That's what I'm proposing to you guys. I'm not look. I agree. I made a video about this. You know what I'm saying? Lou just pointed it out. I want Saquon and Daniel Jones back, but I'm saying hypothetically, the reasoning why people don't want them back is because they feel like they can get an upgrade from Saquon because they can get production out of a lower draft pick for less money.
Let's be real. They're Dave Gettleman picks. That's why they want to go. Dave
Yeah.
Gettleman picked Saquon Barkley at number 2 when they felt we should have took Sam Darnold or somebody, and they picked Daniel Jones when they felt we should have took that edge rusher out of Jacksonville. And they want to be right by both those guys. That's why people like Saquon Barkley came out this year say stay on that other side. And let's be real, a lot of these guys are eating shit right now, and they're cheering when we lose. And that's some stupid ass shit. How you cheer when we lose when we're a New York Giants fan? That's dumb. But you cheer when we lose because you don't want to be wrong about Daniel Jones and people like Saquon Barkley that you've been shitting on for the past 3 years. And they prove you wrong. Then what you going to do? You going to show the hypocrite that you are and cheer for this team like you never said a damn thing before? Nah, they would rather have this team lose and be like, you see, I was right. And that's sad as hell. You can't be a grown man and eat your crow and move on. You'd rather
Can't be right about everything.
Yeah,
You know?
you'd rather be right and have his team get his ass whooped than actually have his team succeed. And you'd be like, you know what? I just got to eat some crow. I was wrong.
I
It's
might
dumb.
have to about Aiden Hutchinson.
He's
Man,
balling.
Aiden Hutchinson balls, man.
I said I
told you
might.
about that.
I said I'm gonna have to.
Mhm.
I said I'm gonna have to about
Shit.
Aiden Hutchinson.
I told you that dude was nice.
But we didn't make a bad pick. KT is the absolute right
Yeah,
pick that we
KT
made.
is
You know
going
what
to
I'm
be better
saying?
than him.
Even
KT is
if
better than him right
Aiden
now.
Then I wasn't
Hutchinson was
wrong.
available. You wasn't.
No, you said
But
he was going
you
to be
said he was
run of the
trash
mill.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you said he
you
was going
said
to be
he
a
was
run of the
I said he
mill.
was gonna be a run of the mill defensive end. I did.
Yeah.
That dude is nice, man. He's a
That
nice
guy's a
piece to
monster.
build around.
Detroit is and
Tommy!
to your point real quick, Pat, man. Just talking about schemes real quick, man. Like that Detroit scheme is fire. But you know who else got a good scheme? Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think the Giants can mirror either a scheme like Detroit or Cincinnati? Because
See,
those
that's the problem with everybody. Just people in general. Not saying it's you, but just people in general. Why you always want to be like somebody? Why you want to be like the damn teams? Oh, I want to be just like them for what? Let's create a scheme of our own. Let's create a scheme that's powerful for the New York Giants. Let's create a defensive
then
scheme to win those punks.
but that's what we got to talk about. What would that scheme be? With Daniel Jones, for everybody
The
that wants
exact
Daniel Jones,
scheme that they're running right now. They just don't have the pieces.
Pick up
Those teams already had those pieces in place. Fucking
Mm.
Bengals got fucking 3 number ones out there, if you want to call it. Tyler Boyd's at the very least a number 2. You got fucking Chase Higgins, Boyd, good tight end, Mixon, Burrow at quarterback. Offensive line has been retooled. Of course, this shit is gonna work. With the Lions, shit, you got Jameson Williams back now, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Khalif Raymond, DJ Chark, all
But you
type
got
people
Jared
out
Goff
there.
though, so a lot of people
Jared Goff is
feel
not a
some type
bad
of.
quarterback. I keep trying to
But
tell people
I'm
that.
saying a lot of people feel some type of way about Jared Goff.
You know why
So
they feel some type of way about Jared Goff? Because of Sean McVay. How great is Sean McVay now that all those pieces are gone and he don't have a stacked roster over there? When pieces left. Now they
nah,
fighting for.
I'm making your argument. You see what I'm saying? Because they say things about Jared Goff that they say about Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and they'll be
But
dumb as hell to get rid of him.
They don't complain about the Lions offense, but they complain about the Giants offense. But the Lions are 4-7. We're 7-4.
Right,
Yeah,
and they're putting up
because the
30 points a
Giants-
game.
But the Detroit Lions
what I'm
put
saying?
up points and have splash plays. So that's all they care about. They don't care about wins and losses.
Exactly.
They care about defensive play.
I proved that in the spaces today. Didn't I say that,
My
man?
point.
Y'all just want a quarterback. Y'all can just scream and holler about, like, that's my quarterback. He's top in fantasy.
Yeah.
Didn't DJ say that on spaces? I want a quarterback that's the golden ticket. I want a quarterback that I can brag about that's really good. He can make things happen without people out there on the field. And then when I turn around and ask him, who's all the weapons those quarterbacks you say are the golden ticket quarterbacks? He didn't even answer the question because he already knows the answer. Those dudes came into good situations.
Yeah,
and then one of the
because
golden ticket quarterbacks don't even have a 500 record. I didn't even know that to this year. Justin Herbert doesn't even have a 500 record where he's at.
but not even that. I'm gonna tell you one that they try to scoop by or slide under the radar, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
This cat was the number one draft pick, and he has absolutely not performed up to his draft status. And he had a horrible situation last year. And I don't know what you think about Doug Peterson, but the
Good
Jaguars, he's a good coach, yeah. But I don't. Trevor Lawrence has not really taken that step as a number one draft pick. But nobody talks about him like they talk about Daniel Jones.
Nope,
they're not going to talk about him.
He's Goldilocks. He can't do no wrong.
Can't do no wrong. He's one of those golden ticket quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me, as a matter of fact, you got a little bit of time?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I plan on doing this anyway, man.
We still live.
Hold on. Because people act like these quarterbacks are just kings of the gods. That they don't do no wrong. No wrong. Let me show you a little bit of film.
Tony, that is a fact.
What's good, Tommy, man? Salute to you, bro. That's the homie, man. Tommy.
Cap at times called terrible plays, but he has done amazingly with no receivers or O-line.
Now, I was just going through the Raiders game. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just to tell you that the Chargers scored 20 points against the Raiders, and they had a pick six as well. So they really only scored 13 points against the Raiders. And this is your hero, Justin Herbert. This is the guy that could have came over here in the same situation as Daniel Jones and been an absolute monster.
Not.
I don't like him.
Now these players are in money time. Clean pocket.
You need to run that back.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they are like Daniel Jones is the only quarterback that looks like this on certain plays. This is the only he's the only quarterback that takes sacks.
So freeze it.
Freeze it.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, really nothing is there. Nothing is there. Nothing is there. Nothing is
still
there.
He still holds it, so there's nothing there.
He should have been.
What do you want him
off.
to do?
Yeah, what do you want him to do? But if you want to say anything, he should have been took off. But what do you want him to do? The only thing he could have done was dump it right here to him, the Eckler. That's the only thing he could have done. And this dude was right there waiting for him on the third down.
Yeah.
Only thing he could have done. He took off up the middle. Now, when he's running, did he have his head up looking, or did he just take off and be like, man, I'm going to get the hell out of here? Because this dude started to break open. Now, if this was Daniel Jones, what they would have said, you see? This guy breaks open. He's stupid. He never looks up and throws the ball. What did Justin Herbert do? He ran and tried to get the hell out of there because there was nothing there. But it's an excuse for Herbert, right? Because he's the golden ticket.
I think they like Herbert because Dave Gettleman, of all people, said he fell in love with Herbert and he was going to draft him. That was the
The
rumor.
media loved Herbert coming out.
And somehow this is who the Giants wanted. I never wanted Justin Herbert.
Me either, to be honest with you. But
Man,
hey, look,
never liked him.
Go ahead.
If Shermer would have been our offensive coordinator and not our head coach, Daniel Jones would have blossomed.
Yeah, for sure.
Shermer knew how to use Daniel Jones.
Yeah, because he drafted him,
and he knew how to use Barkley.
Yeah, he was part in drafting him.
He was the reason we drafted Daniel Jones. He wanted DJ.
Yeah,
because remember, Barkley had his best receiving year when Shermer was the head coach.
Yep.
He had 90 catches that damn year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But this was on a 3rd and 5. He steps up in the pocket. What's that? He's king of the gods. He's supposed to make everything work, right? Daniel Jones is the only quarterback that stands there and gets hit.
He had 2,000 all-purpose yards.
So why didn't Justin Herbert make something happen right? Why didn't he just run out the pocket, and make something happen right here? Want to know why? Because people are human, and his offensive line got destroyed right here. There's nothing he could have done. But guess what? You know what they would have said about Daniel Jones? He's supposed to be able to make that ball get there.
McAdoo wanted Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
They mad because
Daniel Jones.
They mad because, and
you ain't got to apologize, Nate Dogg. Get better, brother.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. But they're mad because they don't understand that a lot of these other quarterbacks, receivers, running backs, they all make mistakes. The problem is their mistakes don't get magnified. You know why? Because they get more chances. So
exactly,
if the Giants get one crucial 3rd down a game and they fuck it up, then fingers gonna be pointed. But if the Kansas City Chiefs get a 3rd down, there's no fingers gonna get pointed. You know why? Because they're gonna get another one and another one and another one and another one. Why? Because they have more talent on their team. Point blank, period.
Steps up in the pocket. Now look, when he stepped up in the pocket, guess who broke open? This guy. If he had his eyes up, he would have hit him, right? But they say Daniel Jones, one of the only quarterbacks that don't look up when they go through the pocket, right? I can say the same thing right here. If he was looking up, bang, right there, 1st down. Guess what? He didn't keep his eyes up and he ran. Quarterbacks do this, bro. He
might even be able to hit that other guy over there on the other side if he would have broke. But he was kind of running a lazy route.
Yeah. But
you see that guy right there? Yeah.
But he's already past the line of scrimmage.
No, he's not. No, it's not. The line of scrimmage was the 20.
20, yeah.
He's well beyond the 20, right? He's on the 25. There you go, right there. Daniel Jones is the only one that missed throws, though, right? He runs through the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Hit it one more frame.
Down the field.
Hit it one more frame, bro. All right there.
Yeah, he's even more open.
So you see, right? You can see clearly now where he broke.
He's got to be able to float that, because if he throws that straight, that DB's gonna jump that route and pick that off.
But if he's got that kind of talent,
I'm talking about him right here. This dude's butt naked.
He's
He
got to
ain't
float.
this
He's
dude.
got to float that over his
How?
shoulder. Listen, he's got to float that over his shoulder to his sideline. Because if he throws it on a straight line, that DB is gonna jump that and intercept it.
There's no way this DB is that
You
fast.
crazy
Not
as
even
shit. I
prime
pick
time
that
Sanders.
9 times out of 10
You
right now.
crazy as
30
hell,
years,
Lou. Look
Hit
at
it,
the way
hit
his
it,
feet
hit
are
it,
set.
hit it one more. Hit it one more frame.
30 years smoking, and I can pick
Bro.
that
Right
right
there.
now.
All right. He's
Bro.
breaking. So yeah, he's open.
Bro, he's looking at Herbert. He's not even looking at that.
Yeah,
dude.
he's
There's
open.
no
He's looking
way
at
he
Herbert.
makes
He's looking at the quarterback.
Listen. I'm not
Bro.
arguing with what you're saying. I'm not arguing what you're saying. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm a DB, bro. That's the position I played, was DB. And I'm telling you, if the only way he can beat that DB is if he floats it over to the sideline, over the wide receiver towards the sideline.
What receiver are you talking about? Are
The
you
one
talking
right
about the
there
running
between
back
the
on the
20 and the 10? Yes, where you have your mouse. The reason I'm
Do
saying
you
it
see
is
the way he's standing, Lou?
I see the
He's looking at
separation.
Herbert the whole time. There's no way he can throw this on a rope right over there. There's
No.
no way this linebacker is going to make it up there to pick that off. No way. He's flat-footed. He's not even running towards the dude. He's looking at Herbert flat-footed.
Oh, I can't see what position he's in right now. This screen
You
ain't
see what
big
I'm
enough for
saying?
that. But what I'm saying is if he's looking at the receiver, he can easily jump that pass if it's on
If
the
he
line.
was running towards the receiver,
If
he
it's
still
on the
could throw it.
line, he jumps that every time.
He's
He
not
still
running
could
towards the
throw.
receiver though. Hit it
Even
one
if he's
frame.
even if he's
Hit
even if
it
he's
so he
running.
see it. So he see it.
You
Oh,
see,
he's
even
still in
if
his
he,
You
back
see he's
pedal.
breaking it. Right.
right. But even if he was running towards that running back, all he would have to do was throw it on a rope right here. There's no way this dude can run that fast. Not even prime time Deion Sanders gets over there. I'm sorry, you're not that fast. This is not Madden where they warp you in front of the dude. I'm sorry. I play football as well. That's not a
I
human
can't
that
see what
fast.
position he's in. My screen ain't big. The screen ain't big enough for me to see that he was still in his back pedal. To me, from right here, it looks like he's facing the receiver.
No, he's facing Herbert the whole time.
Hit it again. Hold up. Yeah, go back to that.
Now the king of the
Right there.
gods, he should have threw this
he
ball
gone
right
all
here.
day.
Yeah. He should have threw this ball right here because he's supposed to be looking up. He's supposed to be able to scan everything, right?
Shit. To be honest with you, the receiver back on the 7, if he'd have throw that ball over to the sideline, he got that.
To be honest with you, with his arm talent, I do believe he can loft that over there. And this is Keenan Allen. I believe he does get over there and catches that. It's been a tough catch, but wide open right here. But don't nobody show film like this on their quarterbacks that they like, right? Only Daniel Jones runs up the middle of the pocket. It doesn't see somebody going wide open to the right side or something like that, right? Because Daniel Jones sucks. Well,
Hit it
my
one more
guy
frame.
just
Hit it one more frame, Pat.
look.
Right
he
there.
could have threw it right here.
He could exactly. That's what I was saying. Right there. Dude breaking in right there around the 15-yard line.
In between,
On the left side, He could have threw it there.
Only Mahomes makes that throw. Only Mahomes has the way to contort his body and throw it like that. If he tries to contort his body and throw it like that, he's getting clubbed in the back of his head by this dude. This guy right here.
That Brett Favre type of throw across your body.
Yeah, right here. Open, and he was open for a long time. But hey, these guys see the whole field, right? These guys are king of the gods. You know what I'm saying? These guys don't miss plays like that. So according to your guys' logic, he sucks too. According to their logic, Herbert sucks too. He didn't even get the first down. He slid. Look how he slid before he even got close to contact. You think Daniel Jones slides right here? Or you think he goes and gets this first down?
Mm-hmm.
These guys can make mistakes as well.
But let me ask y'all something real quick though. So if Joe Shane and Brian Dable don't believe in Daniel Jones, because honestly, like, I'm not opposed to anything at this point. I kind of want to see how the season plays out, but say they don't believe in Daniel Jones. and it's very well possible that they don't. What would be the best course of action, in your opinion, to move forward if they wanted to move forward without Daniel Jones? Hypothetically speaking.
You put fucking Tyrod Taylor as the bridge quarterback, and I promise you, you build this team, because if you take one of those quarterbacks in the first round, the clock starts ticking. And I don't trust none of these quarterbacks coming out in the first round. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The best course of action to me, bro. I think it's the opposite. I think that they like DJ. I think that they know that they still haven't fixed the old line, and they know that we need receivers. I think they're aware of both of those elements, and I think that that's what they're going to attempt to fix in this draft. I think DJ stays.
Kind of 50-50 on it, to be honest with you. I
think early
I think
on
they like them, but to me, the way they've been playing.
Hold on. I wasn't done. I think early on they didn't believe in him. I think early on they was like, yeah, we're just gonna get through this year and then we'll draft a quarterback. And then I think as the year went on, they started to see, hey, with some coaching, he could be that guy. But we still need A and B at offensive line, and we still need A and B at wide receiver. So let's see what we can do in the meantime to move this thing along. And then in the draft, we'll address those positions. You know what I'm saying? And if we franchise tag him for the next year and we get those positions addressed, if he puts us in the playoffs again, then we'll come back to a negotiation. I think that's the approach that they're going to take. I think that at first they didn't believe in him, and I think they've started to. But go ahead, my bad.
Nah, I can agree with that to a point. But I think they did believe in him, and now I think they're starting to not believe in him, because I'm not sure that they think he can elevate the team. Whatever we think about Daniel Jones, that's us as fans. We're talking about the general manager and the head coach here. And when you play football the way that Brian Dable and Mike Kafka, as smart as they are, as offensive minded as they are, and you play the predictable bullshit ass type of football you've been playing, I don't give a damn. We don't got no receivers. Darius Slayton is a capable NFL receiver. Yeah, he drops passes. Oh, fucking well. You know, people fumble, people throw interceptions. Big deal. He's a capable receiver. Isaiah Hodgins has shown to be a capable receiver. You know, you got
You know what the
Bellinger back.
thing? You know what the thing people are missing?
Yeah.
It might not even be about the receivers. It may be the offensive line can't hold up.
That's what
and that's why they're calling the plays they're calling, because they know the offensive line can't hold up.
And that's true too. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, it's the offense as a unit that is connected together. You know, so
think logically, NYG.
If you see them deep passes to Slayton, they're quick. He's not standing in the backfield going through progressions. He's going for Slayton out the gate. It's 1, 2, 3 pass. Hike 1, 2, 3 pass. Like he don't got time to survey the field. He's them deep passes to Slayton. Everybody knew it was going to Slayton coming out the huddle. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's whatever the play, set, go, and then 3-step drop pass, because they're on his ass in pass protection. We're better at run blocking, but our pass protection sucks.
But and that begs the question to why they haven't been running the football more.
Because they haven't been run blocking.
Run
well
block has been
either.
stuck in too since all the injuries. The first 6 weeks, our run blocking was superb. Then we suffered some injuries, and our run blocking suffered because of it.
Okay. Now,
and Evan Neal and Bellinger were a big part of that run blocking.
And they came back, and they still didn't run the football.
Because they moved Gates over to left guard and had Feliciano in there at fucking center.
And they ran the ball well in the first half.
First half they did, but they didn't stick with it. That's what I'm saying. They do not trust the offense, whether it's Jones, whether it's the offensive line, whether it's the wide receivers. We can point blames, and I'm not here to debate you guys. I'm saying they don't trust the offense. The quarterbacks, part of the offense. The running backs, part of the offense.
No, facts. That's a fact.
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So there's something there that Brian Dable and Kafka don't like.
Well, first of all, Brian Dable and Kafka might not like each other right now in the first place because he said the play calling was the issue during the interview. He said, well, they had better play calling. He came right out and said it. They had better play calling. Why did we stop running the ball out the shotgun? That shit was killing them. They were
Right, you the
focused
head
on
coach.
DJ
Why didn't you do something about the play calling?
because
What's
he's
wrong with
worried
you?
about other things. Why you gonna take over all the play calling in the middle of a game? You can't do
No,
that.
but you should address it in game if it was an issue to him.
What are you gonna do? You gonna take over everything in the middle of the game and be like, okay, we're gonna do these plays
You don't
even though
have
you
to
didn't
take
practice this shit?
you don't have to take it over, Pat. I'm saying
You the head coach. You can
address
be like, nah, I
it.
don't like that play. Scratch that. Run
Right,
something
just
else.
address it. That's all. You don't
Be
gotta
like,
take
no,
it
I don't
over.
want you to run that. Find something else. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And then you'll
But
have
see,
everybody on the field.
remember,
confused.
you're on the play clock.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
so every time he throws in the play, no, I don't like that. Run something else. And you got a play clock.
Nah,
No,
tell
I
him
don't
to
like that.
change
Run
up his
something else.
strategy. Tell him to change up his strategy. Look, you need to call more plays for Saquon. Their defense is getting gas. He's fresh. We haven't used him in a while. Get him involved. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't gotta call every single
Make
play.
some
This dude's not a
adjustments.
baby.
Yeah, make some
Yeah, you know what I'm
adjustments.
saying? Change your strategy.
That
That's
thing
all.
is hyped up when you're on a 20-second time clock trying to get a play on the
No,
field.
but I think what he's saying is like let him know throughout the week. Like, look, your play calling needs to change.
Why you think he came out and said in the press conference that the play calling was terrible?
Yeah, he did. He said they outplay called us, they outcoached us, and they outplayed us. He said
Maybe he didn't adhere to what breakdown Brian
called
Dable
better plays
said.
than us, and they ran better plays than us. Yep.
Maybe he didn't heed to what Brian Dable was saying, and he kept calling. And maybe he just didn't know. Maybe he thought he was doing what Brian Dable was wanting him to do, and it didn't happen. But you ain't gonna be able to figure all that out on the field.
I'm just saying, look, you got to be able to switch up strategies. It's not just about individual play calling. You know what I'm saying?
What are
You got to
saying,
be able
Dad?
to
Hop on
adjust.
here.
You got to be able to adjust when you're in game. You know what I'm saying? If it's not working,
No,
tell your
fact.
offensive coordinator, tell Wink Martindale. You're Brian Dable. You're the head fucking coach, man. Like, yeah, he was all day balls, paws, and all that macho shit. They making videos of him now. Now this cat is kind of got his head a little bit above water right now because he's kind of soaking it in. It's like you got to take control of this team right now.
And that's
This
some
is the
dumbass
playoffs on the
shit that
line.
fans are bringing up, and that's what's gonna cause turmoil with the team. This man has done a hell of a job so far this year. We come with major injuries against good teams, and then we should have won the fucking game if the fucking Feliciano didn't go down there and do that dumbass penalty, or Slayton catches the ball. You wouldn't even be talking about the play calling right now. Wouldn't even be talking about the play calling right now. That's
I'm
how
only
you
talking
cause
about
turmoil. That's how
I'm
you
only
cause turmoil and shit with the team. He
the
probably
play
handled
calling
it
is
after the game. That shit's harder than what you think, bro. Especially since
nah.
he's
I
up
know.
there in the booth. You can
I
say
know.
whatever you want to say. Hey, look, we got a guy that's on the team. You think you need to get him the ball? Okay, coach. Well, what we could call this, and it don't work. He did try to get him get the ball to him. I know what he's saying. But as soon as they tried to open it up, look what happened. Glowinski got blown up immediately, and Daniel Jones got sacked. What do you want them to do out there on the field if the offensive line is hurt?
The
Saquon Barkley ain't
offensive
running
line
the
is
same.
trash, with
Then
the
you know
exception of the
what?
guard
I mean,
tackle.
hold up. Let me spar with Pat real quick. So you know what? I think we as fans need to lower our expectations. If what you're saying is true, We need to lower our expectations because this team ain't ready and they can't make miracles out of what they working with right now.
This
You know
team
what
is
I'm
not
saying?
healthy. That's the
You
only
know?
thing that's holding them back.
But
A
a
healthy offensive
team
line
is
in the
never
beginning of the
going to
year.
be 100% healthy. Your
A
best
team
players
is
are
not going to
healthy.
have 4 of their offensive linemen hurt either all the time either.
I get it, bro. But your best players are healthy. If Saquon Barkley or Daniel
I
Jones is
don't give a
injured,
shit if you got Joe Montana and Jerry Rice out there. If your offensive line can't block, somebody getting their ass whooped. I don't care who it is. When the New York Giants defensive line was just way better than San Francisco's offensive line, Joe Montana was getting clothesline in the back of his head.
Every time I hear his name, like I used to think of football. Now every time I hear his name, I think about them dudes on the Adam Sandler movie. I said Joe Montana.
Yeah, Joe Montana. People need to understand that injuries affect the team and affect what you could do on the field.
Facts.
Every team has injuries, though.
Every team doesn't have over half their offensive line hurt either. That's still, I could see if it was just, okay, let's just say Evan Neal went out, then everything went to shit. Okay, you could say something.
We wasn't complaining about injuries when we were 7-2
because we didn't have injuries at major positions that way. We had injuries to people.
We had injuries at Leo Williams. We had injuries.
I said offensive wise. Offensive wise.
Line. We did have injuries at left guard.
Okay, that was it. That was it. Everybody else was playing.
Neal was out.
Neal didn't go out till after week 8, week 9. He went out right before the Detroit game.
I thought it was before that.
I said right before the Detroit game. He got injured in Seattle. We had the bye week and he had the MCL, so he couldn't come back for like 4 games. We had Evan Neal all the way to the bye. I'm not saying it's not wrong to criticize Kafka. I've criticized him too, but let's not act like it's just all Kafka. No, it's a whole team effort out there. And when your offensive line is not blocking the way they used to, we can't even run our jumbo sets anymore because we lost Bellinger and Neal and Bredesen.
You know what that means?
And Zudu.
You know what that means, Pat? Same way when your shit ain't working with you and your lady, you break up. It's time to break up with Bredesen. It's time to break up with Glowinski, Feliciano. You motherfuckers keep getting pancake, get them the fuck out of here.
But let's not act like
fucking offensive linemen that can block. I'm tired of this shit. I've been screaming about the O-line for too long.
Right. That's why I wouldn't be opposed to taking that guard from Florida in the first round.
We're never, ever gonna have a perfect team.
Who said it had to be perfect?
That's fine.
But hold on.
Want to get rid of DJ? Get rid of DJ. If motherfuckers want to keep him, keep him. Fix the O line. I don't give a fuck who you put back there.
Fix the O line. Because no quarterback is going to succeed if your O line, as soon as you do a 5-step drop,
but bro, as soon as we fix the O line, the receivers are trash. As soon as we fix the receivers, the quarterback is trash. As soon as we fix the quarterback, the D line is trash. It's always a motherfucking excuse with these fans. This team ain't gonna be perfect. What the team needs is time to gel. They're not going. You can't fix everything.
You gotta give Kafka time to gel. This is his first year calling plays. You gotta let him call the plays.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying Brian Dable needs to get more involved.
So
that's my whole argument.
He need to step up and say something to Kafka. Period. Is what you're saying.
Right. That's what
you
I'm
don't think he's not saying anything to Kafka?
I'm not saying he's not saying anything to Kafka, but Kafka's all the way up in the damn booth, away from his coach, and like, look, if I'm a coach, man, I wish Coach Ed was on. Look, if I'm a coach, I need to walk up to you and talk to you, like, yo.
Yeah, my offensive coordinator need to be on the field.
I don't need you in the fucking booth.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I gotta watch you on TV.
That's a fact.
Hell out of here, Wink Martindale on the sideline.
I've
Yeah,
been
my
saying
doing
bring
here?
Kafka down to the field because it lets you feel the energy of your players.
yeah.
Last week you should have kept giving the ball to fucking Hodgins. He was the one that wanted it. He
See,
wanted it that whole game.
Kafka got that cachet from Kansas City, and I think he's doing a little bit too much. Somebody need to kind of smack him upside the head a little bit, like, yo,
And
Okay.
Trey
calm your ass
Pryor,
down a little
That
bit.
was a nice one,
Burrow's
Christian
offensive
E.
line has been one of the best offensive lines since week 4 in the league. Look it up. Joe Burrow's offensive line is playing pretty damn well, and that's why they're winning right now. They
I
struggled
don't
at
want to
first, but they
compare
gel together.
quarterbacks, man. That those arguments are they weak because you don't know. Because you
What
know
I'm
what?
telling you is,
Quarterbacks and coaches make schemes. Coaches and quarterbacks match the schemes. And a lot of times, look at Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson would have not succeeded anywhere else besides Baltimore because Baltimore was willing
I truly
to
believe that too,
build
bro.
a scheme
They
around
made
him.
a whole scheme around him, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's about quarterback and scheme, and who makes the scheme? That's the coach. So that's why I'm looking at Kafka. If the offense is struggling and Dable is an offensive minded coach and this offense is struggling, we gotta analyze these cats a little bit more. Not saying get rid of them. I'm not proposing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying analyze them a little bit more and let's look and see what's going astray here because this offense should be better.
Nah, I agree that his
Jones
ass
ain't
don't
no
need to be in
scrub.
the booth.
Barkley ain't no scrub.
I agree that his ass need to be on the sideline with the rest of the coaches. The
That's
GM and them,
the only
the
adjustment
GM
I
and
think
them
they
can
need to
sit up in
make.
the booth. Your ass need to be out on the field.
Yeah,
Fuck
they
is
need to
you.
do
You the
something here,
offense
man.
coordinator. You sitting up in the booth with the GM and them and shit. You kissing ass. You trying to get a promotion. Get your ass down here and get the feel for this game, motherfucker.
Right. And
The
that's
thing
all I'm
is,
saying. They
the
just need to
thing
make an
is, I
adjustment.
think they went wrong by letting him be in that booth because he is a first-time play caller. This is his first time being a coordinator, period. So this is his first time calling
Right.
plays, period.
You need to
He
be
should
on
be
the
on
field.
the field and get the feel of the game. And then once you get the feel for your players and learn your players the way that you're supposed to, then you go in the booth because you know who's going to do what when they do it, when you see it. But he
Facts.
hasn't learned that yet. So you're gonna have issues, especially if you have injuries across your whole offensive line. We even lost the damn tight end that can block.
We were doing well with
When
substitutions. I get
everybody
it.
was healthy.
But there are going to be injuries.
Good way
And
to
this
put
is
it,
this is what drives me crazy because every single year it's about the injuries. Look, teams overcome injuries. I get it. But we got to understand too that you got these great coaches that everybody applauds. Yeah. We got the best coaches in the league, yada, yada, yada. But, oh, they can't perform because they got an injury here, there, there.
Bruh, do you
When you
know that
got your
our
best
backups were
players,
hurt? Do you know that our backups were hurt on the offensive line? Azudu
I,
and
I,
Bredesen were backups and they were hurt.
I
We had
understand.
Jack
But
Anderson at left guard.
every time you lose a game, are you going to blame it on the injuries? Or are you going to blame every single thing on the injuries or on this or on that? At some point, you got to
Bro,
blame the performances of the players and the coaches.
bro,
The hell with
nobody's
those
blaming
injuries.
everything on injuries, bro. That's what you're not getting.
Why
Injuries
the hell are
matter.
we
Yes,
arguing?
I'm not arguing with them. Injuries
We're not arguing, man.
matter.
It's
We
all good.
had depth on this team, but when we start getting depth pieces hurt on the offensive line, you had like one or two people just got hurt on the off. No, we had depth pieces hurt on the offense. Do you know we had 2 practice squad players playing out there?
We had nothing but Andrew Thomas as our starter, and the rest were all practice squad guys.
And Feliciano. And then even he got hurt. We lost our best blocking tight end and fucking Bellinger. There's a difference, bro. I could see if the backup Azuda was in there, but he got hurt. That's what I'm trying to tell. When you got your backups hurt, then you can start like, you know what? This shit getting ridiculous. the defense has been pretty much fine. And we have depth pieces hurt on the defensive side as well. But the offensive line, what did you say teams are built? In the trenches, right?
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
When
You got to be able to
75%
overcome those type of
when
injuries.
75% of your trenches is hurt, damn. How many people going out there with offensive lines with practice squad players and just balling? Not just one practice squad player out there, because we played well when it's just Henderson out there. But then we lost Zulu.
I'm not asking the team to ball. I'm asking the team to be functional. And
bro,
a lot of that
we
is
scored.
on
We
coaching.
scored 20 points. That's functional.
Okay, you had a lot of penalties and you made a lot of mistakes on offense that cost you the game.
That's
not. We think about
that's not on
third
play
down.
call. That's a dumbass center going out there flexing for no reason. You ain't did shit the whole game, and that's a player dropping the ball.
What was that play when
it.
Richie James ran into Saquon Barkley on that?
You can't blame Kafka for that. If he runs into the player, what is he supposed to do? Run the route out there for him?
The play call itself was retarded.
What do you
come
mean?
on, bro.
What do you mean? It was going to be a handoff to Barkley. And Richie James got confused and ran into Barkley.
And
it was going to be a handoff.
With me and all the goddamn 64 million fucking people were expecting a handoff to Barkley. That's what I'm talking about. Switch your fucking play calling up. If I could call
how do you know it wouldn't have worked? How do you know it wouldn't have worked? How do you know it wouldn't have worked? Because there was a hole right there for Barkley to run into.
Work because Washington.
Did you look at the play?
I knew it.
Did you look at the play? Because there was a hole right there for Barkley to run through, but the play got ruined because Richie James ran into Barkley. But there was a hole right there to work. There was a hole right. Daniel Jones almost picked up 2 yards after the whole play went to hell because the hole was so big right there. But you can't blame Kafka for that if a player runs the wrong fucking thing and runs into Barkley.
I'm not blaming Kafka. I'm blaming the offense, but I'm saying the blame has to be spread around. You know what I'm saying?
I am spreading it around.
He's saying the offense has gotten predictable. Everybody knew it was going to be a run.
Right.
I know that's what he's saying. If you knew it, why was there? If I did know it, but why was there a hole big as a Mack truck right there?
Well, obviously it was because he didn't pick it up.
You didn't pick it up because he ran into Barkley and the whole play was thrown off.
But why is it that shit always happens to the Giants? There's some type of mental stigma there. And that's what I need the coaches to figure out.
A practice squad player.
Right. That's not on Kafka. What the hell is Kafka supposed to do right there? Damn, that's my fault. I should have known Richie James would have ran. I should have known Richie James would have ran into Saquon Barkley right there.
What I want Kafka to do is basically have something that is non.
Okay.
We just all
let's put it this way. Let's put it this way.
And we knew he was gonna run that play.
Let's put it this way. You're the offensive coordinator. What does Isaiah Hodgins do well that you know? What does Richie James do well that you know? What does Slayton do well that you know on offense? Because remember, you lost Richie James, you lost Colin Johnson, you lost all the people that you really thought that were going to do something. What do you think they do well out there on the field?
You don't just have wide receivers. You have tight ends and running backs that you can also throw the football.
You didn't answer my question, NYG. If Kafka is supposed to be able to make these guys look good, what do they do? What do they do good? By looking at film, if you looked at film throughout the season on these receivers, what do they do good? What are they best at?
Dropping the ball.
Not much.
They're best at dropping the ball.
I mean, Slayton can get separation deep. Hodges, his hands.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
you said Slayton can get separation deep, right? Wait a minute. Can your offensive line block long enough for Daniel Jones to get a foul step drop and launch it deep half the game?
Look, Pat, I'm not gonna get into a Daniel Jones argument with you.
But this is not a Daniel Jones argument. This is about Kafka.
Right, but what I'm saying is, even if Kafka knows they can't get separation deep, what is wrong with throwing a fucking slant every once in a while? When's the last time these son of bitches threw a fucking slant? Like, come the hell on.
They did
This
it
shit
2
is
times in a
frustrating.
row where Hodges went down there.
It really,
And
it
that's what
won't
I
throw
blame
it
Kafka.
again. Shit.
That's what I blame Kafka for. Why didn't he throw it again? You're absolutely right about that.
Damn.
But you're making it seem like this dude can come up with so many concepts for these guys when the only way these guys really get open is pressure.
I'm not doing that, Pat. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that he has had his stumbles, but overall he's done a decent job. But this offense in itself is not gelling. So I think what the problem is, they don't like the players. And this is what a lot of
Hell,
fans
you don't even like half the players.
Well,
so what is he supposed to do? You don't even like the players.
But what I'm saying is that's where I think there's gonna be changes at, and people ain't gonna like it. That's what I'm saying, because they're gonna want to swap out some of these players, and it may be at one of the positions that people don't like, because something is wrong here. Something is really, really wrong here.
I know what's wrong with this team. Lack of talent, and the offensive line got injured. That's what happens when you're a running team, and the main thing that helps you run goes down. You'll have some issues. But let's be real. Kafka is in his first year calling plays. Yes, he needs to work on a lot of things. It's expected. But let's not act like this dude is just calling.
We ain't beat y'all in over 10 years. If you don't get the hell out of here.
It might be close. I can't remember the last time we beat Dallas, to be honest with you.
93, 92, 93, 95 rings.
We beat the Cowboys under Joe Judge once.
I was in high school when the Cowboys.
Yeah, we
won
did
the
beat the
Super Bowl,
Cowboys.
so
the last game of the season of Joe Judge's first year. Yeah, we did beat them in 2020. But what I'm saying is, the thing I want to see Kafka change is get his ass down there to the field, because he's going to have to learn this squad, and he's going to have to feel what it is to really call plays down there. And when you see your beast eating, just get it to him. Stop overthinking. I think he's overthinking it. That's what he's doing. When we find
they
something
never
that
had
works,
a back like Saquon Barkley, and I really don't know if they truly know how to use him.
I don't see that because he was in MVP talks at the beginning of the year. What I'm saying is, I think they're outsmarting themselves. I think he's outsmarting themselves.
But was he in MVP talks because of the play calling, or just because of he's Saquon Barkley? So I don't think it was Kafka.
So you just think that Saquon Barkley looked like Barry Sanders out there? No, he had blocking. There was good blocking, and he made plays.
Yeah, I'm saying though, what changed then if the play calling was so good?
I keep trying to tell you, the offensive line got hurt. We had backups hurt. I keep trying. What are you not seeing? We had Jack Anderson at left guard, and Phillips. And Phillips got hurt.
Okay. Neil came back. We had Glowinski. Glowinski's been there. Neil came back last game. Andrew Thomas was back last game. You had Neil. You had Feliciano.
Feliciano is terrible. What happened is you got those two monsters.
Pat, you said
hold on. Let me finish, bro. Hold on. You got the Washington Commanders focused on the run, and those two big ass monsters. You act like they don't have those two defensive tackles in the middle of the line destroying everything. Those dudes are ready for the run. We're not facing Allen or Payne every week. Those dudes are monsters. And what happened was,
so let's talk about Philly. Do you think Philly got that type of line?
If that big ass rookie they drafted, yeah, but I think we can run against them. Because he's not there, and Fletcher Cox is getting a little older, and something about this game makes me feel that we got a chance against them. I might be tripping. I don't know.
I agree.
But
it's a strange feeling.
When you got two defensive tackles like those two guys that are destroying Glowinski and Feliciano on the regular, what Kafka should have did was quit trying to feed the ball to Saquon Barkley when you know that he's not going to be effective this game. Every first down we ran the ball, it was a loss of 2, loss of 3. You want to know why? Because Feliciano on his ass. Glowinski doing a handstand, getting his ass beat so bad. We should have kept running those little slants because when we were getting the ball to Hodgins, when they was attacking that DB that was on their practice squad, that was it was cooking. Yep. That's where I want you to get on Kafka's ass about.
Yep.
Do that. That's
looking
legit.
At finding the mismatches on offense. And that's what you're saying right there. Because he had a mismatch. And he didn't.
Just like against Detroit. Trey Pryor brought it up. They had that one defensive tackle looking like Aaron Donald that game. They were getting cooked.
And why don't they mismatch Saquon Barkley on a linebacker? Why don't we ever see that?
That's where I want you to get on Kafka's ass about. That's what you could get on his ass about. Get on his ass about getting these running backs in the damn passing game. I've made videos about
Matt Breida.
We do that right. Now we on pace. But the thing, why can't we run the ball and all this? Motherfucker, those dudes are monsters over there. Do you see what's happening to them boys? They getting beat. The dumb thing Kafka was doing was he kept trying to run it on first down, setting us behind the chains, which allowed them to go into their zone coverages against our receivers. Because when they were running the man, Hodgins was beating that dude. They ran man on that touchdown throw, and Hodgins destroyed him with that in-out route, right?
Yeah, true that. That was
we were in front of the chains. When this offense is in front of the chains, we are very good. We're unpredictable. In the beginning of the game, wasn't he getting Daniel Jones out the pocket, running him? Why did he stop doing that? You're outsmarting yourself. That's why his ass needs to be on the field to where Brian Daboll could chew his ass out. Stop trying to get too cute. Stop getting too cute. You're getting too cute.
Man.
He's getting too cute. You can't get cute with this team because we ugly as fuck.
Cute ass Kafka. Pause. That's what he.
But let's not act like Kafka is just being terrible.
Nah,
he's not
terrible. And
look,
he's not working with the best groceries either. We all acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? He's not exactly working with the best roster, man. What I'm saying?
What I don't want to happen, NYG, is the people to turn on this coaching staff because we lost 2 games in the season where you didn't even think we was gonna win 5.
Yeah, I'm not down on the coaching staff. I do want to see some changes, but I don't want to see him fired. I'm not saying all that.
You have the absolute right to critique what they're doing. You have the absolute right. I need you to critique what they're doing.
We content creators. I mean, this is what we do.
But that's where you get on Kafka's ass about. Not being able to feel your team, to know who your go-to guy is. It's not always going to be Barkley. You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm on the field, and I see Barkley is turning his shoulder and backing up into people. Barkley, what's going on? Nothing, coach. Well, I see you doing this, man. What's going on? Because it was a 3 and out. We got time to talk now. What's going on, brother? Why is this? You not? Is your shoulder hurting? Tell me the truth. Is your shoulder hurting? Yeah, it's hurting a little bit. Breathe. You see what I'm saying? I'm on the field. I know. Hodgins coming over there. He hot. He catch the touchdown. Way to go, Hodgins. Way to go, Hodgins. Get me the ball. Okay. I'm going to get your big ass the ball. You better make the play, too. And he made plays. Okay.
Him being in the booth, he don't get that personal feel of being on the. That's an excellent point, man. Excellent point, man. Y'all hit that like button, man.
You don't get that when you're in the booth. You go in the booth when you're on Andy Reid status. Where you've seen it all, heard it all, done it all, won it all.
And I think that's kind of how he act. He kind of act like I'm from Andy Reid. I know what I'm doing. I'm up in the booth. And
it may have just been an organizational decision to put him up there in the booth.
Yeah, it kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Type of guy. It rubs me the wrong way because I just told you how I am as a coach. Yeah. I gotta feel your energy. Pause. I gotta feel your energy. I gotta know when one of my guys with a team that's a bunch of cast-offs coming together, I gotta know the guy who wants the ball. It's just like that movie with Keanu Reeves, what was it, The Replacements?
Yeah.
He had to know who wanted to get the ball to him. He had to know who was hot at the time. If you don't know who's hot, how you How you gonna get the ball to the people that's gonna make plays for you? Hodgins should have had at least 80 yards that game. Hodgins was hot. He had a we actually had a team that we had a mismatch against. That dude couldn't guard Hodgins to save his life.
Hold up 1 second. Hey, Christian, you better live up to your name and pray to God because y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't going nowhere. As long as Whack Prescott is your quarterback, sir, y'all ain't going no.
Man, I ain't paying attention to Christian this whole time.
Okay.
You gonna be crying in the off season like all y'all do in the stands every year. You start crying.
Right now, Christian, you watch this. You watch this. When we play you in the playoffs, because it's gonna happen. When you play, you better hope we're not who you play in the playoffs. Because we might not be one and done. We might not be one and done. If we play the Dallas stinking Cowgirls in the playoffs, we're gonna bust y'all ass.
I'll ask you this question, Christian.
Last time you swept us and we played you in the playoffs, we sent y'all ass home.
When's the last? Who's the only team in the NFL can say they've won a championship in every decade since the 80s? The damn sure ain't the Cowboys.
The New York Giants.
Get your little goofy self out of here. You ain't won shit since 95. Oh, I saw 92, 93, 95. You celebrating by something you saw 30 years ago, sir? Social media wasn't even created the last time y'all won something. You had to find out in the newspaper. Michael Irvin went off. You know Nate Newton was still playing the last time you saw a Super Bowl? Do you know Brett Favre was damn near a rookie? If you don't be quiet, ain't nobody messing with you, Christian. Shit. Yeah, no. Martin just came out the last time y'all won a Super Bowl. Okay, man, what movies were good as shit? Steven Seagal was one of the best action movie heroes when y'all won the Super Bowl. You better get out of here, bro. Tupac was still alive when y'all won the Super Bowl. Tupac and Biggie was still alive. Man, if you don't get up out of here, get up out of here, man. But all I gotta say is criticize him for what he does do wrong. I'm not saying Kappa's not doing no wrong. I'm not saying Daniel Jones is doing no wrong. I'm not saying Barkley is not to blame. It's a whole team effort. What Kafka is doing wrong is he needs to get his little bald head self down there on the field and take that pressure on the field, feel the energy of his players, and really learn his players. You're not learning shit about your players in that booth because you're not that advanced yet. I could send Andy Reid up there to the booth if he was my offensive coordinator because he's seen it all and he's done it all. But let's not turn on this coaching staff because we got a couple of losses in the season where most people didn't even believe we could have won 5 games. They've done a hell of a job so far. You can't turn on them now just because we losing a couple of games down the stretch.
5-1. That's all I say. People gonna turn. Miz turn.
And the way I look at it is, what if we
I had
all
them
were trying
9-8, and I think that's probably where they're gonna finish. Be honest with you.
11-5-1.
Yeah, what if we were all trying to get
5-1? Watch what I tell you. Sorry, Pat.
What if we're trying to get people to come back to the Most High, and we hit a couple bumps in the road, and everybody be like, you know what? Forget that. We're gonna go over there
and build the golden calf.
The Babylonian, to the Bab. Yeah, we're gonna go over there to the Malekian bull, man. This is too much. And everybody turns on us, and then it's like, man, we right here.
I'm gonna stay the course. Yeah, I'm gonna stay the course. I ain't never going that route, son. I'm never touching the casting couch, and I'm never denouncing my creator. So they can go eat a bag of fuzzy dicks. I don't care.
That's what's wrong, man. Nobody wants to grind. Nobody wants to put in the work. They find one little flaw within you, and they turn on you. Just one little flaw. Just show them one little flaw.
With friendship and relationships are about is being able to accept the flaws and imperfections within one another, because we all know none of us are perfect. So, in order to have any type of relationship with any human being, you need to be able to accept the flaws and the imperfections with that person or with that thing that you have that relationship with. So that might be a team like the New York Giants. So you got to accept the imperfections with this team, but we can still critique it. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we can still all root for this team. I picked this team to win every single Sunday. Every week, I pick the New York Giants to win the football game because I
And I'm
11-5.
believe in
going to
this team.
continue to do it. I'm going to continue
I
11-5.
to
believe
do
in
it.
this team.
But let
You
me
know?
ask you this question. Up
Yeah.
until the past few weeks, have you looked at Kafka in a negative way? Until the past few weeks?
I've always looked at Kafka as somebody that was learning on the job. But the last few weeks, I feel like he's got exposed a little bit by better coaches. And that's gonna happen because you're a rookie. And that's where I need Brian Dable to kind of interject and say, look, you getting exposed a little bit. Let me help you.
Tudo.
Let's do
We're
this.
going on
Let's
to
do
the.
that. Let's change it up. You ain't got to take the play calling from them,
But
but
you got
switch
to
it up
know
a little
that
bit.
Brian Dable is a rookie too.
That's true. But he's the one that's experienced as far as offensive coordinating.
Yeah.
So he's got to be the one to take over that role. You know, not saying he's got to call plays, but just be more involved. Get more involved in the game planning. You know what I'm saying? Point out weaknesses in game. And that's where I agree with you, Pat. He needs to be down there so that he can do that. And he
Yeah,
can pull
because
this
he's
dude to
right
the
there.
side and
He's
say,
right
look at
there.
this shit right here. You see he was wide the fuck open. Why'd you have
Yes.
Daniel Jones had to read over here? You see what I'm saying? So that's the shit they got to talk about. But am I out on Kafka? Hell nah. I think this guy is going to be a head coach someday. I really do, because he has very good schemes. Is it the best? No, but he's learning. But they definitely need something. They need another playmaker. They need an explosive
And
player.
that ain't coming this year.
It ain't coming
Yeah,
this year. You're right. You damn fucking right.
ain't coming
So,
this year. So
but that's what they need. I think that's what they need more than anything else. Yeah, they got to improve the offensive line and some of the other positions, but if they just get one more playmaker, I think this team could be cooking.
yeah, I think if you get some playmakers, it makes it a whole lot easier to where you don't have to scheme to get people open. If I got a dog out there on the side that his
Yeah.
feet makes people
Stupid
scared.
ass Kadarius
Yeah.
Toney was supposed to be that, but he didn't pan out.
Hey, look at the people that turn on the coaching staff will get rid of Kadarius Toney. Look at that, Kadarius Toney. He gonna kill over there with the Chiefs. Man, I can't believe how they
Man,
got rid of
I
Kadarius
never
Toney.
felt like that.
Injury report the very next week. Guess what it was? Hamstring.
Dude's
Same
a
shit.
featherweight, man, in a heavyweight division. Lou, you're a boxer. This guy's a featherweight in a heavyweight division. He can't
Right.
compete,
It wasn't even a different injury. It was the same exact injury.
and he doesn't have the mental to be able to overcome his physical deficiencies. You see what I'm saying?
and he gonna mess around and be out the league next year. Keep on having
Yeah,
hamstring
he's a
injuries.
bust. And Miz was right on that, man. A lot of people got on Miz, man, but he was right, man. That dude's a bust, man. Keep it a
Right.
buck.
But we've been on here for 3 hours, man. It's 1 o'clock y'all time. Well, I know it's 1 o'clock lose time, man. I like to appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for setting Mr. Christian E, a Cowboys fan, straight. coming in talking noise and they ain't won nothing.
He said the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl this year. I said, as
Yeah.
long as Dak Prescott is your quarterback, we're not going to win nothing.
Everybody, man, oh, we put up 50 points on the Colts. Do you know that game was 21-19 in the fourth quarter to Matt Ryan turned the ball over 4 times straight? That defense won that game, bro. I probably, if they didn't turn over the ball the way they did, y'all probably would have lost to the Colts. But good game. But it ain't going to be like that in the playoffs, brother.
If the Cowboys' offense was so great, they wouldn't be begging Odell Beckham Jr. to come there.
And y'all better be glad that Garoppolo got hurt. Because y'all would be the 6th seed? Guess who you would have had to play?
Nah, they the
49ers.
5th seed. They the 5th.
Oh, the 5th
They
seed.
got to play Tampa. That's
so
a layup.
They would have played. No, they would have played. They would have played the 3rd
They got to
seed.
play Tampa. 4 plays 5. They be the
4
5.
plays 5.
Yeah. Yep. 4 plays
5.
5. 3 plays 6.
I still think y'all lose to Tampa. On some real shit. I'll be honest with you. I still think y'all lose to Tampa.
Oh, Brady beats Dak Prescott every time. Yeah.
But if y'all would have fucked around and had to play the 49ers,
I think that's gonna be the matchup.
Ooh, y'all boys going home.
I think we're gonna end up playing San Francisco and Seattle.
Now we will be the 7th seed more than likely if we make the playoffs. Probably be the 7th seed, and we play the number 2 seed, which is the Vikings.
And that'll be Minnesota.
Lord have mercy.
Matchup. That ain't a good matchup at all.
Now, if we healthy, I'll give us a shot against anybody. If we healthy,
yeah, that's not a good matchup.
If we going that banged up, man, Justin Jefferson gonna shine, baby.
And that's the problem. You said it right there. It's him. Because ain't nobody.
Hey, we got a Dory Jackson tomorrow. I'll give us a chance.
Dory can hang with him.
Jackson, yeah.
But yeah, if he ain't playing, it's a wrap. Fabian Monroe ain't
I'm
gonna
not
hang
scared
with him.
I'm not scared of Adam Thielen. See, that's the point. They're number 2 receiver.
Yeah,
I put Monroe on Thielen, and we good. The thing I'm worried about is fucking Darnay Holmes getting tortured by they slot receiver, and he ain't even that good. But we can bracket fucking Justin Jefferson and stop Cook. We good. I wouldn't mind playing them in the first round when I think about it. If we healthy, we good. The only team I'll be worried about in the playoffs if we play them is nobody if we were healthy. And I'm being straight up honest with you. Maybe the Chiefs, because they do those off-script plays better than anybody in the league, and they probably get a lot of off-script plays against us, and that would be some bullshit. But straight up head-to-head,
match up with the Vikings. I think we match up well with the Bucks. I think we match up well with the 49ers, the Seahawks, Eagles, Cowboys.
I'd rather play the Vikings than the Seahawks than that 12th man. Now, if we're not in the 12th man, I want to play them all day.
The Seahawks, yeah. In Seattle, no, I don't want to play them. Not in Seattle.
I'll be honest with you. I would want to play the 49ers now that their quarterback is gone. But if Brock Purdy plays the way I think that he can play, because I said he was underrated. If he goes out there and play the way he played against the Dolphins, shit, they back on. But I wouldn't be scared to play anybody, especially in the NFC East. I mean, the NFC, for sure, if we were healthy. Now, if we're not healthy, we get our ass whooped. Because we're going to have to be able to run the ball.
It's no way this team is going to go into the playoffs completely healthy. I think we'll be healthy in some areas, but just overall, I don't. And that's what I'm saying. That's where the talent gap starts to get to you, because you don't have those backups that compete at a starter level. You know what I'm saying? So when you're unhealthy, like you said, that's when the deficiencies start to creep up on you. So I don't know if the Giants are ever going to go into a playoff game completely healthy. Almost no teams do. I just want to
go into a regular season healthy. God, dog, I'm sick of these injuries, bro. But appreciate it, Christian. He says, I'll be here. I'm going to sub to this channel. And all I would say when we win it this year is, how about them Cowboys? Well, you will see, sir.
Whatever. Boo.
Oh, Louis says Trey Price said, "I just see the beginning of the stream. Big Blue Lou wasn't ready to come in yet, was he?"
Nah, it wasn't.
The beginning of the stream was funny as hell.
Yeah.
He said, "I'll be hiding just like the rest of us. Well, you ready to go into hiding again for your 38th year in a row? Just y'all boys ain't winning, man."
He says your 30th year in a row.
But man, I got any last words when we get out of here? We got Cowboys fans talking Super Bowl. What else is new?
Stay off drugs, kids, or you end up delusional like the Cowboys fans.
Lord have mercy.
This is your brain on drugs.
Right. Got any last words and watch it.
Nah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. For real, man, for having me on, man. But yeah, I'm good, man.
All right, man.
That shit crazy.
Right.
Cowboys
Appreciate you guys. Man, that shit just made me sleepy because you talking that bullshit.
I'm sleepy now too.
Boy, y'all,
Because of the beginning of the stream.
Boy, y'all ain't won a Super Bowl. Primetime was playing the last time y'all won a Super Bowl.
Oh, snap.
Curl primetime? Curl
Yeah.
prime.
He said curl.
Nigga, Reggie White was still alive when y'all won the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
Get your soul glow.
Man, a thin line between love and hate was in theaters when y'all won the Super Bowl.
Oh, shit. That girl beat herself up just like Terrell Owens did when Romo lost. That's my quarterback.
Drew Bledsoe wasn't even playing when y'all won the Super Bowl. That's how old y'all last Super Bowl was, man. Lord have mercy.
Quarterbacks that came and went and retired since y'all.
Man, God was still in schools when y'all won a Super Bowl.
Oh,
Man. Man, shit. What? Lord have mercy. Man, the last time I won was in 95?
Yeah.
man.
27 years. Going on 28.
Damn.
Man.
I don't want to say shit until we won one.
Y'all the new Chicago Cubs.
The Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders
new Chicago
are in retirement homes right now. That's how old they are.
Man, Jerry ain't got too much time left, do he? Time's
running out, man.
Jerry about to get desperate to the motherfucker about 5 years.
Hey, y'all might have more rings, but we have more total championships and Super Bowls than y'all do. And
do you know the Baltimore Ravens wasn't even a franchise? Last time y'all won the Super Bowl?
Right.
Nope.
Neither was the damn Carolina Panthers or the
Panthers.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right. Do you know the Baltimore Ravens, the Jaguars, the Panthers, and the Texans were created?
Y'all won the Super Bowl. and
the Ravens won.
And they've added
before you.
And the season is now 18 weeks long.
Right. They added 2 games. Do you know Akeem Olajuwon won the MVP?
The Spurs won 4 championships.
The
Mavs won what, 2?
Lakers won 5. The Bulls had their second 3-peat.
He said Rodney Dangerfield and Andrew Dice Clay was the top comedians. He said the Houston Oilers were still around last time y'all
oh, man. One Moon was still playing.
You know LeBron was in preschool?
That motherfucker nigga said Shaq was in high school breaking backboards when your ass won a Super Bowl.
Do you know Barry Sanders was still playing? You know Randall
Bo
Cunningham
Jackson?
just got started. You know Randall Cunningham just got started. Lord have mercy.
Oh man.
Man, please stop.
He said, I need
Please
help.
stop.
Am I the only Cowboys fan here? LOL.
Do you know DMX's first album went platinum after he won the Super Bowl? The Rough Riders wasn't even created.
Tupac was the
yet.
first rapper to sell a double disc album the last time y'all won a Super Bowl.
You know, Jay-Z made Reasonable Doubt the same year y'all won the Super Bowl. Randy Moss was in Marshall.
Mary J and Method Man collabed on.
Yo,
Damn, good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good God Almighty, man! Cowboy fans, get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
Ho.
Dang it. Oh
Better hope we
Lord!
don't play you in the playoffs. Because if we do, you're going home.
If they play anybody good, they going home, boy. They set themselves up for failure every time because they talk too much. Now, I ain't gonna be crying during Super Bowl time. I'll be crying of laughter because we told you. He said MC Hammer with code on
Dak Prescott is a mediocre quarterback. So
surrounded
anybody
by
that want to talk
extremely
about
good
like
team.
all these quarterbacks in this division, ain't none of them no better than the other. So anybody got a shot because I feel like people that want to boost up Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts, look at those squads. You know what I'm saying? But look at what Daniel Jones and Taylor Heineke got to work with. So, but yet we all still in the division race. So that should tell you something that the quarterback you want ain't going to be necessarily the difference.
Taylor Heineke got Terry McLaurin out there and motherfucking
Samuel, you got
right.
Gerard Dotson, you got Diami Brown, Logan Thomas, Brian Robinson, Aaron Gibson. Man, he got some weapons
Yeah,
out
I'm
there.
not boosting up
working with the
Washington,
very
but I'm
least.
saying though it's not even that. It's just the fact that from the quarterback standpoint, the point I'm trying to make is it's closer than people want to think. People want to think Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts is worlds above Daniel Jones and even Taylor Heineke. I don't agree with that. That's what I'm saying. So it's about the teams. And if this line can get it shit together, the Giants going to get that upset Sunday.
Mm-hmm. You know they're gonna blame Zeke Elliott when y'all lose in the playoffs. Y'all gonna cry about Dak Prescott, but you can't get rid of him because he got $100 million cap hit. So he's gonna be the the quarterback there for a long time, for real. So it is what it is. I just want you to know that Art Monk made the Pro Bowl the last time y'all won a Super Bowl.
Oh shit.
Y'all niggas need to stop. Steve Largent was out there getting busy. Rick Meyer was the #1 pick.
I'm going, bro. I gotta work in the morning. I'm out, Pat. All right, NYG. Peace out to everybody in the chat, man. Good night, Tudo, Jose, Nate, Junebug.
Steve Atwater was taken in the 3rd round.
Christopher Tommy, Big Q, Nate Dogg, everybody, man. Peace out, yo.
Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Oh Lord. All right. Gee, man.
Yeah.
Man, don't ever bring y'all stupid ass in here and say anything about the damn Cowboys no more, man. Get on y'all motherfucking ass.
Oh,
Man, y'all
shit.
good, man. Shout out to the only Giants fan, Cowboys fan that was in the chat, Christopher E.
You
But
said
man, don't
niggas
do
was
that
still
no
in the
more,
hood
bro.
drinking sugar water. That's what that's about.
Niggas is still drinking old English on the stoop, nigga.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Nigga,
shit.
niggas will wear white tees when y'all won the Super Bowl. Nigga, get out of here.
Niggas had hoodies and Timbs on the block.
Hold it down. Man, y'all crazy, man. Niggas was smoking cools when y'all won the Super Bowl, man.
Cool.
Man, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. But man, I could go on all night about Cowboys, man. Y'all tripping. Until the next episode, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. We out.